Hello everybody and welcome to the watch along. Coming up in today's show, I am just getting myself ready for mics, audios, positions, just making sure that we look and sound great when we literally come on live in a couple more minutes. As you can see, it is winter in Wonderland here at Newcastle. It has been snowing heavily for a good while now. But coming up on today's stream, so first up you'll have me with you for about half an hour. We're going to take a look back at reaction from the last game. We'll also take a look at what the fans have said in the fan reaction show, and we've also got one of the lads' thoughts on the last game. After that, we're then going to move on to today's game, where we'll have a look, a little bit of a snippet from the preview, maybe one of another clips perhaps. But then Adam's going to join us around about half an hour's time from now, and we're going to talk about our lineups. Is it right? Is the formation right? Personnel, key battles. We'll also take a look at the wayside as well. Same thing, we'll look at the key battles, and we'll also chat about in and out of forms and possibly even transfers maybe discussed on today's stream. And then round about 5 to 10 minutes before kickoff, I will be leaving you, and then Carl will be taking over with Adam to see us through all the way through the match. So if you are watching the match, turn the volume down, interact with the lads, have your say in the chat. The lads will read them out. We'll see you in a couple of minutes when I go live.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? Is all right? Welcome to the watch along first hour. It's all about the match build up. Regulars who watch this stream now know what we get up to. So we're going to take, unfortunately, a look back at the last result, which was a deflating 2-0 defeat against Aston Villa. So we'll have Adam's reaction to that. We'll also have a look at what the fans thought about that game as well from the best bits. And then a little bit of how I felt about the players towards the end of the game when they were all standing on their own. And then we've got Oscar, who spoke fantastically well on the last night's show. with a preview with Leeds United or Leeds TV. So thank you very much for all of your custom. It's going to be me for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then it's me and Carl that are taking you through most of the night. We might be joined by possibly Sam, possibly Brandon at some point when the game kicks off. In about 20 minutes time when Carl comes on, we'll talk more about the lineups and such. As you already know, Newcastle are playing 5 at the back. So we'll have a quick look before we go back and take a look at the reaction to, Aston Villa. It's 5 at the back, everybody. You've already seen the lineup already. You can see it on your screen now. It's Carl Darlow in goal. Jacob Murphy back at right wing back. Again, another change in that position. Right back or right wing back. Nobody's nailing that down. Isaac Hayden looks like he's playing centre back. Fabian Schär, Jamal Lascelles. That's no surprise considering Clark and Fernandez and Dummett are all out. Jamal Lewis will play left wing back. Jonjo Shelvey, for me, how does he deserve to start? And Jeff Hendrick, how does he deserve to start in that centre midfield? For me, no. However, the front three, well, he called it front three. It's literally Almiron as left wing. Well, we'll say left wing. It's more like a defensive left winger. And then you've got Ryan Fraser, which is a positive. Let's not forget that is a positive. Ryan Fraser is starting tonight. Callum Wilson, who needs services, hasn't scored for a while now. Callum Wilson. And then on the bench, you've got Martin Dubravka, Matty Longstaff, Andy Carroll, Joe Linton, Allan Saint-Maximin. Expect him to come on, play a little bit longer. Matt Ritchie, Dwight Gale, Emil Kraft, and Manquillo. So some options going forward for Newcastle. Of course, there is. Let's take a quick look at what Leeds have gone with. So they've got their goalkeeper back. A lot of Leeds fans were worried that if Casillas starts tonight, that he'll gift Newcastle a goal. But the young French lad, Marcella, is back. And then you've got Alioski, Cooper, Llorente, and Illan. So it looks like Illan could be playing right back, Alioski left back. So it looks like it's a 4 at the back for Leeds. And then you've got Calvin Phillips who'll sit, Dallas, Rafinha, who I do rate, mind. I said that last night in the preview. Rodrigo and Harrison in support of Patrick Bamford. And on the bench, you've got Castilla, Davis, Struch, if I've pronounced that right. Click. I was surprised he hasn't started tonight. Shackleton, Costa, Roberts, Hernandez, and Paveda as well. So that is your Newcastle and Leeds United lineups, everybody. So we'll have a discussion about, of course, reaction, I guess, if you want to call it that as well. In a second, we'll just have a look at what you're saying in the comments as well. We are doomed. Yeah, it's a tough one because Leeds will attack us tonight. They are not scared as whatsoever. Hello, hiya, James. How you doing, mate? You all right? Peter's not very happy either. 5 at the back again. Steve Bruce looking to be sacked. Steve Bruce to go now. Get rid of out of our club. No legs in midfield. Evening, Paul as well. Evening, Jody Sancaster, regular who watches us as well. And hello, Stu, as well. When you have 3 defenders out and a fourth 50-50, the obvious choice was to clearly play 5 at the back. ... Yeah, he's not very happy either. But if you are watching, thank you very much for tuning in. If you can hit the like, give us a comment in the live stream, that would be wonderful if you can do. But we're going to go back and reflect on the last game because that's what we do on the build-up show for the first 20 minutes or so. I'm going to take a look at what Adam's reaction was to Newcastle going down against Aston Villa.
Thanks for that, Lee. Yep, that's now 10 games without a win for Newcastle. It's becoming increasingly hard to watch them now. I'm sure most of you will agree, this can't go on for much longer. The players are looking so dejected now. There's no fighting them, there's no pressing, they don't close the ball down, they can't pass a ball. Jeff Hendrick's continuing to get in the team, can't pass a ball 5 yards. Where do we go from here now? I can't see us winning many more games this season, no more than 4 or 5, which isn't going to be enough to stay in the league. I think teams around us are starting to pick up points. We're making teams like Villa, who, yes, are a good team, but we're making them look like Barcelona, Real Madrid, knocking the ball around. I'll reiterate again, the manager has to go for any type of reaction from the second half of the season. And that's us halfway through the season now, I think, and another half like that. We're not going to pick up 18, 19 points like we did the first half. Good players like Callum Wilson, not looking to start and not look interested. Jonjo Shelvey has gone so far back. Fabian Lascelles, they're just not good enough. Where do we go from here? It's one way and that's down at the moment. Change is needed. The players just sat on the pitch after looking at each other. No one's got their arm around them. Yeah, bad times now. As he says, dust ourselves down. We'll all have to do it again on Tuesday, which I don't see many points coming from.
Yeah, not happy, buddy Adam. Rightly so. Obviously, Aston Villa, especially Villa fans, and obviously sobbing the time. And to credit to Aston Villa fans, a lot of them were being sympathetic towards us in the comments in the last few videos as well. Because I thought, oh, here we go, they're going to rub it in. I know Carl was winding them up because he lives down there, but Carl was giving it out, so Carl deserves it. If he gives it out, you deserve to get it back. Sorry, Carl. Carl will be with us shortly. If you're watching, please like the video. Thank you very much. And also, keep your comments coming. Please do. You'll see them appear on the screen, and I will read some of them out. And yeah, we might be joined by Brandon a little bit later. Brandon has done his dip in the sea for everybody who watches the live stream. If you haven't seen this before, this will just go over your head, but he has done it for your members video. So if you want to be a member, the join button underneath this video is where you can gain access to more videos. Sam's just done another one today. So I've had quite a few the last couple of weeks. So great to see that booming as well. But we're going to go and take a look at, well, I guess what the fans thought of Aston Villa, because it does lead into Leeds United. So I shall be back with you in a few minutes' time.
Honestly, this is just really draining the life out of me now. How can this continue? It surely has to end now. We are a laughingstock in the Premier League. We don't deserve Premier League football at this moment of time. We need change now in terms of management, and it has to happen immediately. I don't know how much we can bear with this any longer. It's so bad. Again, you'll point the finger. I thought Shelby's performance was terrible once again. Hendrick, why is he still getting picked? Not getting me hopes up, but something has got to be done. We can't persist with this manager any longer. He's going to take her down. I can't see where the next wind is going to come from. And that's why change has to happen immediately.
Yeah.
I can see where the next goal is coming from.
Exactly. We haven't scored again since Leicester City. We don't look like scoring at all.
I think there is fault to be had with Bruce as well. It's not just Ashley. I think that Bruce has had fault as well. I feel like, Newcastle are stepping backwards while other teams are stepping forwards. And overall, it's not looking like a really good season. Good players like Saint-Maximin and, Callum Wilson, who's been a really good up-and-coming striker from Bournemouth in his prime years, they've all fallen backwards in their careers. And it's heartbreaking from a neutral point of view. I went to watch this match as a neutral because I wanted to see some positivity from the match after a 4-0 defeat to West Ham. So I wanted to see some positivity, but unfortunately with Newcastle, you're just not getting any positivity. And, the reason why I sort of think about our manager, Darren Moore, is because some Newcastle fans actually wanted Darren Moore. He plays the 4-2-3-1. He plays out from the back. He plays attacking football. He brings in the right players. And, but to be honest, the only thing that stops Darren Moore from going to Newcastle is the fact that he probably won't get backed by Mike Ashley. And to be honest with you, that's, Steve Bruce has been given the tools to an extent, but I feel like everything in the summer from the takeover failure has kind of been a metaphor on what the season lies ahead. It's like being on Hole in the Wall, Del Winton, Lord rest his soul, Hole in the Wall, where instead of the big gap hole that you could break through and survive, you just get a massive wall and you get dunked into the play area. That just feels like Newcastle United's season. And I think if they're not careful, and I can't believe I'm about to say this as a neutral, I feel like Newcastle could finish bottom of the league if Sheffield United keep going the way they're going.
Well, we're still shit.
Yeah.
Gloves on, gloves off. The reason I wanted to come on tonight was because I live in the West Midlands, which I'm assuming you do as well, Carl, from your accent.
Yes, mate, I do. Yeah. I
know a hell of a lot of Villa fans, and I was texting him throughout the game, and we're that shit. Even other people are starting to recognise it now.
Yeah.
If I'm pissed off with my boss at work, it doesn't mean I've stopped working. It doesn't mean I work in the hospital. It doesn't mean I stop treating patients because I don't like my boss. So I don't understand why, if the players aren't happy with Bruce, why that's an excuse for him to not play.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's modern football. So I think as much as you can say the players need to put in more effort, I think the buck stops with Bruce.
I've felt relegation twice. I've felt all the highs and lows of being a Newcastle fan, but I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's the whole COVID thing and being locked up inside, but I'm angry. We're Newcastle fans. We're going through a pandemic. We sit and work from home all day. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you guys don't work at home, but I work at home all week just to, watch this on the weekend. I can't do anything fucking else, so I must watch this shit on the weekend. It's absolute. It's soul destroying. That's what it is. It's, as a Newcastle fan who's been a fan of this club since he was 10 years old, it is soul destroying to watch this. And it's totally Bruce's fault. Obviously Ashley's fault, but it's Bruce's fault. I don't know what the man is thinking. I don't know what this whole thing about we're doing it my way now. What is Bruce's way? Is Bruce's way to do the same shit that he's been doing and the team play the same way that they've been playing for the past, the rest of the season? I don't know what the whole it's my way thing is now. I don't get it, and it's so frustrating.
Like it just seems at the moment, before you start watching the game that it's a foregone conclusion. I mean, we didn't put out the worst team tonight, but I mean, still, I looked at the team sheet beforehand and I thought that midfield, no chance that we're gonna make anything of the midfield battle there. For me, Hendrick, I've had enough of him. I think he's rubbish. He just passes the ball backwards. I don't think he offers anything creatively. I'm kind of losing patience with, or I don't know if I'm even losing patience. I think I've lost patience with Almiron. I know that the lad works really hard, but he's got.
That's all he does. That's all Almiron does.
That's all he does. I mean, he's got 1 foot. He hasn't got a right foot, and even his left foot's not that great.
It's a bit hard, isn't it? After this, you can be as optimistic as you want, but I think today showed some of the big players that are relied upon in this squad have let us down today. Not very good. Lascelles, towards the end, I thought he was going to keel over and have a heart attack. I think the COVID's still having an effect on the guy. Either that or his guts have gone, because 5 minutes before the first half, he goes to make a clearance and he's going like this to the rest of the defence. You're the captain. You're the one organising them. What are you doing? So I don't know how you took that, but that kind of, I think once I saw that, and I seen the writing on the wall.
Same old shit, isn't it?
Yes, mate, it is.
I mean, I don't know how we somehow got 41% possession there. We had one chance really, and half of the only sort of creativity came from just either lobbing it forward or trying to get the ball into Carroll in the box. And obviously Carroll isn't the player he used to be. But there's no sense of identity in this team at the minute. I mean, all the leadership's gone. I think the players are probably feeling exactly the same as us about the manager at the minute.
Yeah.
Bruce has to go. I mean, with this formation tonight, I read that as a 4-4-2 with Hendrick and Almiron playing out wide, not 3-5-2 with Hayden at centre back. So that was a bit weird. But honestly, I mean, where do we go from here? Relegation.
Einstein's definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. And what we're seeing consistently from Bruce throughout this year are shots on target for this season, average per game. We've averaged 2.9 shots on goal per game. There's only 2 clubs that are worse than us in the league on that stat. Burnley, who are also on the same as us, and West Brom, who are on 2.8 shots per game. I don't really know what else to say. Do I think Bruce is getting sacked? No, because Ashley doesn't want to pay the 7-figure sum, which is between 1.5 and 1.8 million to get rid of him. And then when he does sack, if he sacks him, realistically, who are we getting in that's going to be better and offers a better chance to stay up? Hal's not up, because, I mean, what possible benefit does Eddie Howe have to leave his family in Bournemouth and try and improve his CV by keeping Newcastle up? There's nothing to gain. Who else is out there realistically that's actually going to come here? Rafa isn't going to come back.
Obviously, I mean, you look at all the odds of like managers that could potentially come here. I mean, I've seen like Laurent Blanc and all that. Let's be realistic; they ain't going to come here, are they? So, I mean, I think it's down to probably 3. It's either going to be probably Eddie Howe, the other bottom dweller, Mark Hughes, who I've seen doing the rounds as well, and probably would be Rafa. They are the 3 top like odds in terms of who would come here. But you know what I mean? I mean, out of those 3 though, the only one that I would see working for us, I mean, unless Mike Ashley bent over and let Rafa insert it up his rear end and like begged him for forgiveness, he wouldn't come here.
Yeah, so that was the fans' reaction from the other night. Of course, we've got the fan reaction show just after the quick instant reaction tonight. So that'll be around about 8:15. So a lot of doom and gloom, a lot of managerial talk there amongst that. I've seen a couple of the questions come through on the comments as well. Peter asked about Brandon's video for members. It's out now. So if you remember, you should be able to see that video when he's off to jump in the sea. He's mad, Brandon. Well, might see him later on tonight. And someone asked about that. This is, Ollie asked me how long did that take me to build. That took us 3 hours. 3 bloody hours. Done that earlier on today, actually, when I was running the lasses. But yeah, it's you can get that from one of our eBay partnerships as well. So it's it's a model of St. James's Park. But yes, that was the fans' thoughts. Obviously, we'll have more reaction tonight. So if you have never been on, come on, get in really, really early because it does get busy, and you get about 5 to 10 minutes and get it off your chest. The good, the bad, the ugly transfers. Obviously, the transfer window's closing in a matter of a couple of days. Steve Bruce has hinted on that Newcastle are looking at the loan market. We're waiting for a couple of clubs to bow out the FA Cup to see where we were at. Whether that's happened over the weekend, I don't know. Of course, I'll ask Carl when he comes in shortly as well about the press getting banned, because I'd like to get his reaction to that as well, the written press, of course. So we have spoken to a couple of them about that situation as well. But yeah, and obviously Frank Lampard getting sacked as well. That was another name that was mentioned earlier on as well. I'll go through some of your comments as well before we'll talk about the players at the very end of that game as well. Jody Sancaster, can anyone make sense of this team against an energetic team like Leeds? We need energy in midfield, and he plays Shelby and Hendrick. For God, give me fucking strength. Yeah, we'll take a look at the lineup shortly. We're waiting for Carl to come in, and we'll crack on with that. And then, hi, Jody, boys and girls. Can you please wrap up our 3 points nicely, please? We would love 3 points. I think if Newcastle took a draw tonight, a positive before, I know it, or that's, and I mean that's 2 ifs I'm talking about. And that's 2 massive ifs. A performance in a point, I'll probably take that, just because the lads haven't put a performance in for months now. Months they have not put a performance in, and if you play well, more times than not, that'll get you the 3 points as well. I take Steve Cooper from Swansea doing an amazing job down there. Yeah, he loves Freddie Woodman. He loves Freddie Woodman. And Ben says, I don't get what you're trying to achieve in this game. Can you tell me? We have just learned from last time it's going to be a long game again. And Bruce didn't get sacked before Lampard. What a joke, man. I actually think Frank Lampard was sacked a little bit harsh, but you know what Chelsea are like. The trigger happy, and it does look like that Tuchel's going to come in. I would love Nigel Pearson. I'm not that keen on Nigel. I think if it was to the end of the season, just to get a hold of that dressing room, yes. But long term, not for me. Not for me. There is obviously all the new managers coming in. You've obviously got the likes of Steven Gerrard, who's fancied. You've got Frank Lampard, Ryan Giggs, Joey Barton. There's another one. Who's the other one? Ollie Solskjaer's quite fairly young. So there is a new blend of managers starting to come through who've retired from the game the last 5 to 10 minutes. But we're going to go back and the final one from obviously the game the other night against Aston Villa. The players looked very, very dejected, and it told me 1,000 words. Have a look at this. The players stood on their own, deflated, dejected on their own. Now, that tells me that they are, first of all, sick of what's happening, because they are. They'll be sick of the abuse that I give, you give, everybody else who has a platform, social media give, because they don't want to look at it. They're sick of the manager. They're not playing for the manager. and they want something to change, but they don't have the control to change it. That's what I looked at full time when I seen 3-4 of them. The cameras pinned on them, all on their own. Didn't even go to each other. Didn't go any Villa fans. Just stood there. That told me that is enough. That is enough. The players have now had enough. Now, you might say other players haven't been playing for Bruce or what have you, but that's the first sign for me publicly that them set of players are done with Steve Bruce. They are done. That's the first time for me. Yeah, so that was my reaction from the last word, which I do get a bit heated if Newcastle lose, and I try not to, but I kind of help myself. But yeah, that was quoted in the Chronicle as well, and I wanted to talk about that because it'd be interesting to see the lads' reaction coming out tonight, and see if there's a different mentality in a bit of togetherness. Because at the end of that match, there wasn't. They're all dejected, standing on their own, and normally when you get beat, you shake the opponent's hand. There was none of that. It was Fabian Schär, Jamal Lewis, Jamal Lascelles, Carl Darlow, and there was another one as well. Jeff Hendrick, all just stood there on their own. You ain't a Newcastle fan if you don't back up Steve Bruce. Well, that proves to me that you don't know nothing about Newcastle United. That comment right there on your screen. 1-1, Mr. DT fanboy. Steve says you can support Newcastle and dislike Bruce. Yeah, 100%. You can support Newcastle and dislike your owner. 100% as well. Leeds United versus Newcastle. Yeah, I love it how everyone wishes us luck tonight because we fucking need luck. Fuck me, do we? Leeds fan surprised we have no Klitsch. I was surprised as well, Paul. So good to have you on board. But glad to see Meslier back and Llorente. And yeah, your goalkeeper has a bit of a difference, isn't he? Young lad, still learning the game, young French lad. And your players look shot a bit. 100% have to agree. Spot on. I hope we can take advantage. Leeds to win 4-1. Yeah, I could see. Leeds fan as well. Leeds fan here. I just subbed and liked the stream. Good luck tonight. Thank you very much, Marco, as well. Speaking of Leeds, we've got an actual Leeds fan just coming on in a moment. Michael says, would you bring Shearer in as manager? He wouldn't work under Ashley, but if Ashley wasn't here, not so much a manager, maybe a coach. Coach for strikers, how to fucking score. And that Callum Wilson does, but the rest of them, that's probably Shearer, coach for me. Oh, there's me black and white kite. That's ironic. 5-4-1, class that, laughing faces. 3-0 Leeds, says James. And would rather get battered and Bruce gets sacked than win. Yeah, I could imagine as well. I say no way from here when we come out this game. Bruce out. 5-4-1, get in. We've got Carl joining us in a couple of minutes, but I want to go back to last night's preview. And Oscar spoke some brilliant stuff about our Steve Bruce in charge and the ownership in Newcastle United. And this is not a Newcastle fan saying this. Take a look at this back in a couple of minutes.
What I don't get about that is if you bring in someone in youth development, and Bruce has never been, well, as far as I'm aware, I might be wrong on this, I do apologise if I'm wrong on this, but he's never really given any of the academy lads chances as far as I'm aware. So I don't really get that one in that kind of sense, if Graham Jones is coming in. But yeah, I think it does suggest that, and it's always a bad sign that for me, when you have that, in terms of from Bruce's point of view, that when you have got other coaches coming in, it suggests that they don't trust you to do your job. Or if they sack your assistant manager, which you sometimes do see, it suggests to me that it is nearing the end for Bruce. Under Rafa Benitez, Newcastle weren't a fantastic footballing side, but they did have a clear identity about them. Solid defensively, workhorse in the midfield, bit of creativity at the top end of the pitch. He got the absolute maximum from the team he had. And to be fair, if you gave Rafa Benitez, Saint-Maximin, Fraser, Wilson, he'd get you top half. He'd got you top half in that spell. So I could not, I'm saying this as a Leeds, so I'm actually frustrated for you guys that I cannot understand from Mike Ashley's point of view. The money on offer if you finish in Europe, get Europa League, and he's willing to give Steve Bruce that money. You're thinking you got Rafa Benitez, one of the best managers, probably, for me, one of the top 5 managers of kind of like the last sort of 10, 15 years in terms of achievements. It's absolutely crazy for me. It's absolutely crazy. And you just hope that if Bruce is sacked, the only thing I say is, would you trust Mike Ashley to find that suitable replacement? I'm not sure I would, to be honest. It's okay playing that style of football. You've got a big man, little man strike partnership. You play quite deep. You can pack. You sit 10 men behind the ball, as you were saying. That's absolutely fine if you win games or you look like you can win games playing that way. When you've got a squad that isn't suited to that style of football and you're still trying to play that same way, you're not trying to play any more expressively, I don't see how it can improve. I don't see logistically, logically looking at it. As the stats showed, your bottom three in terms of the key stats going forward. I don't see how where the goals are coming from outside of Wilson. Should be a massive concern, especially for Bruce. And I think Bruce and Ashley are lucky in a sense that there's no fans in the grounds. Very, very lucky in that sense that there's no fans in the grounds, because you think about certain games at home, if you're not playing on the front foot at home, the Newcastle fans aren't going to accept that. They shouldn't accept that. There's 52,000 fans in there, loyal for such a long period of time. You should expect better. I've seen certain sections of the media say that Bruce is doing a good job, and Newcastle fans need to be realistic. I think there's this thing about Leeds fans as well, to be fair, about Leeds and Newcastle fans, that we expect our teams to be in the Champions League or winning FA Cups or pushing for league titles, apparently. But at that period, you're just a demand of a team that tries to be the best it possibly can be. And Newcastle doing that, in all honesty? I don't think they are. I don't think Bruce, Ashley, anyone associated with Newcastle is really giving it the best they can, to be honest. So yeah, I think it is probably the start of the end for Bruce. But what I will say is that I think Bruce is only part of the problem. I will say he's probably only half the problem. The other half of the problem is obvious. The other half of the problem has been the problem since Kevin Keegan was Newcastle manager, what was that, 10, 12 years ago? That's been, like Ashley's been a problem for that kind of period of time, as I'm sure I don't need to say. So I think I saw Eddie Howe mentioned as well. Eddie Howe's probably a quality fit for Newcastle. So the style of football, he's already got players he knows about, Ryan Fraser, Callum Wilson. I think he'd be a quality fit, and if Eddie Howe was willing to take the job, I'd have no hesitation if I'm Mike Ashley. To be fair, I think he's a superb fit for that job.
Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome back. I'm joined by Carl. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it, but I'm also nervous. You're probably the same, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I want to be optimistic, but it's hard to. But I'm still happy to support the team. We've got to do that as much as possible. So hopefully, things will be different to what we expect, mate.
Yeah, and I am joined by the black and white cat is sniffing around all over the place. So if you do see her, yeah, it's only black and white in this house. Only black and white. Thomas says evening, Carl, as well. Great White FC says just don't know where the goals are going to come from my opinion. We'll get another 90 minutes without a goal and concede. So, yeah. Well, that's a fancy graphic that you're playing with, Carl. Look at Carl!
I know.
All these fancy graphics that he's playing with.
I wish I could do that.
I'm controlling the stream. Carl can take over the stream when we kick off because I like to be free. Carl, getting a lot of love as well. But what did you make of Oscar last night? He proper spoke some sensible stuff, didn't he?
Yeah, I had the chance to chat with him over on the Leeds channel as well, and yeah, what surprised me about them is they were talking about how Leeds are kind of hated, and I think I said to them, I think it's kind of old hat now. Like we're very similar in terms of, they've had a crap run for so long, and they've managed to get back into the Premier League, and it's took them so long that they've gone through all that hurt that we probably might endure. We don't know if it carries on the way it's going. So I think they know how we feel. It was quite an easy conversation to have with them, and yeah, like I said, I just think that they felt what we felt and completely understand, mate. So yeah, he talks a lot of sense.
Yeah, there was obviously a lot of related because world-class manager being down divisions. Yeah, we can relate. Not so much. We didn't spend 17 years down there, mate, but it's good to see Leeds back. They are one of the big supported fan base, and it's a bit of a shame that the game isn't on home or away because there've been 2 games in the space of a month playing each other. Whereas that would have been just over an hour's trip for both sets of fans. So that's a bit of a shame. But well, hey, COVID's here and it's going to be here for a while. Peter says, evening, Carl. I wanted to just ask you, Carl, you might have heard me speak on the live stream earlier on about Bruce banning the written press. And obviously, we've spoken to a couple of them behind the scenes about that. What do you make of all that? Because when Keith Downey goes to ask him about the situation at the club where he's struggling, he just stops Keith Downey and says, no, I'm not entertaining that. I'll let other people judge.
I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Like, part of me is like, well, I should kind of expect this, but I genuinely didn't expect him to start shutting the media off. I mean, if you just imagine if the fans were, we said it before, but like this just like cements it now. If the fans were in the ground, what hope would he have? Like, he's got the least amount of pressure that he could ever have as a Newcastle manager, because we're not at the ground. We can only voice our opinion via social media, which he might see a snippet off, but it's easy for him to turn it off. So then when people are asking him the hard questions and he can't answer them to the point where now the media can't ask the questions. I can't believe it. Honestly, I think we've always had a kind of neutral opinion with some of the local journalists. We get on with some, we get on with don't. It's all, they're Marmite at the end of the day. If you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't. But they've done well to kind of rebuild that relationship with the club over the last 5 years, because it was pretty crap a while ago, wasn't it, as well? But this is just taking it to another level. Like, I just can't understand what's going on. I really can't.
Yeah, and Simon Bird tweeted that the first time in 20 years since he's covering that he hasn't been allowed in, which is absolutely mad as well. Brandon, he needs the link to get in. I've sent you it, mate. Have a look at it. Look at your WhatsApp. So expect Brandon to come in as well. Yeah, great point. Where have I just seen that as well? Get the chat other night. Get yourself on Newcastle Fans TV. Hey, Babu. I've just seen it. There we go. Paint and purple. No written presser. So much for not backing away for a challenge. And he actually says it in the same sentence before Keith Downey then asks him that question. He goes, I'll never back down for a challenge, And then Keith Downey asks him the question and he shuts him down. Absolutely ironic. Right then, so we've got about 23 minutes to kick off. Let's take a look quickly at the league table before tonight. Obviously, Leeds sitting in 12th position. All the games are on BT Sport this week. So if you don't have BT Sport, listen to us three, because Brandon's coming shortly. You rattle on. But if you all got BT Sport, I'll whack it on mute and listen to us, and we'll read your comments out as well. But tonight, again, Carl, what you think going and looking at that league table?
It's worrying, isn't it? But that being said, I know it's a long shot. Leeds haven't been in a great run of form at all. But we probably are the perfect opposition for them to bounce back against. But I think what worries me, I haven't got the fixtures to hand, but I've said it before, I'm pretty sure that Sheffield United, West Brom, Fulham and Burnley are starting to play each other now. Not so much Burnley because they're ahead of us anyway, but we can't do anything about those results. So points are going to be made anyway. And if we're not going to get any points from anywhere, then it's inevitable that we're going to be in the bottom three. So it's really, really worrying.
Yeah, let's take a look then at the lineups. Then we'll talk predominantly about Newcastle, and we'll the last 5 minutes or so we'll chat about Leeds. There's Leeds United's lineup for you, Whites who are watching. But let's take a look more in depth about Newcastle. We'll always work our way backwards. So normally, it's gone off. It's just reloading. We always go backwards with the lineup. So in terms of the substitutes bench, Carl. Allan Saint-Maximin has tweeted as well. It's nice to see. In terms of the substitute bench, you've got Allan Saint-Maximin on the bench. Do you think he'll get a little bit longer tonight?
Yeah, I'll be surprised if he doesn't. I will say one thing. I know we wanted to see him in the last game, but he needs to be managed properly if we're going to keep him away from any more injuries this season. So I'm happy for him to be gradually brought back in the side, definitely, because the last thing we want is him playing, I know he's not starting tonight, but even if he plays a full 45 minutes the second half, if he's not fit enough to do that, I don't want him to do that. But if he can get maybe 25 minutes under his belt, then yeah, fantastic.
And you've got to be happy Joe Linton's back on the bench. Now, this is the first time in his career that he's been benched for 2 games running now.
Yeah.
Has the penny finally dropped?
Well, you'd like to think so. I don't really see how we can defend him anymore. Like, no disrespect to Joe Linton, but it's just not working for him at the moment, regardless of what that situation is. We can't continue to try and put faith in someone as much as we all want him to succeed. But when it's not working for him, regardless of whether that's Bruce's tactics or it's just not good enough, we can't keep taking the risk anymore because we're in free fall. So we need our strongest side out. And I don't think he comes into that, unfortunately.
Yeah, there was some talk that Carl that Carney Carroll would start tonight, but I couldn't see him playing again 2 games or 3 games. But there is options. We've talked about Saint-Maximin. You talk about Richie Gale, who barely gets a look in. Obviously, I've seen the clip with Dwight Gale, Allan Saint-Maximin. You're the saviour, which was quite funny. A lot of a lot of stuff, I think it's just banter. I think that's just training ground banter. A lot of people are reading too much into it as well. But, you look at that. Okay, so that's the lineup, but you've got 2 right backs on the bench, call. Why?
I don't know. Is he... I take it it's Jacob Murphy starting at fullback very much, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go to the lineups at the start line, but it looks like Murphy's right wing back. But you've got Manquillo and Kraft on the bench. Why do you need 2? Why can't you just chuck a young lad, Elliot Anderson, in there?
What you said makes sense, but that's it, isn't it? Whatever makes sense doesn't make sense to Steve Bruce. He's clearly that uncomfortable with that right back position that he needs all of his options. And it's ridiculous. He's got zero faith in anyone in that position, and that's telling enough. The fact that he's got 3 of them available tonight.
Yeah, and Yedlin could have been in there if his visa was sorted out. I mean, that's another story.
What a joke that was.
Yeah, you can't even get your player eligible. You can't even register him or go to the government and get them the visa extended. I think it will happen, mind you, because he's got plenty of US caps and he's a regular, so you'll not get a work permit without any issues. You'll get a work permit without any issues, I was meant to say.
Yeah.
Okay, then, so that's the bench, and there's a few options that we can mix it up. Callum Wilson, Liam's been critical of him of late on the channel. He hasn't scored for a while, but it comes down to 2 things: is that he needs service call.
100%. I understand where Liam's coming from, but I think one thing the Villa game was different because there was the whole morale between all of the players was down. No one wanted to do anything, and if you're a striker and you're getting absolutely no service, of course it's gonna bring you down, and you might start walking around the pitch and not wanting to do anything. But the rest of the season, he's been making wonderful runs off the ball. He does try and attack goal, and like you've said, and Sam have said, we've not had wingers being able to give him service as well. So not just from the middle, but when he gets the ball, he's got no one around him. He's never had anyone around. He's been so isolated, and Andy Carroll's doing so much work rate all over the pitch. They're not really been playing as a 2. So I understand where Liam's coming from, but I do think it's slightly harsh. Personally, I think he's had one bad game, because I think a lot of his work off the ball goes unnoticed for me.
Yeah, he does a lot of the stretch and the defence and movement, getting us up the pitch. So Shelby was trying to find him last game out, but although Shelby was absolutely shocking, it is an outlet that you can't do with Wilson with a runner. But Fraser comes in. Obviously, Fraser and Wilson have a fantastic relationship, loads of goals and assists at Bournemouth, and I think we see this every time about Fraser. He just needs a run of games, doesn't he?
Absolutely. He's another one where he needs to be kind of eased back into it. And even if it's a case of him starting and Bruce turning around saying to him, if you're not fit enough for the whole night, you're fine. Give it everything you've got for 45 minutes. Absolutely everything. Let's go all out for 45 minutes. And then we've got people on the bench. You can switch Maximin in, for example. And it's just managing them properly. And I really want him, like you've just said there, I really want him to have a run of games, because those two, they had a formidable partnership at Bournemouth, and there's no reason that we can't have that at Newcastle. So the more minutes he gets, the more that's going to come along. Hopefully it's just not too late for that. I've still got faith in this side. I really have. I don't know why, but I have.
Yeah, and it looks a little bit more promising, Almiron, Fraser and Wilson, rather than Hendrick or Joe Linton and Wilson. But yeah, Ryan Fraser comes in. Question there, do you guys could or should sign Jesse Lingard? Answer is no. I don't want to see Jesse Lingard, and I think he's very strongly linked to West Ham. Carl, what's your thoughts on Lingard?
I mean, I don't mind him as a player. I'm not going to lie. His off the field antics he's just a bit childish. It's all about me, and he's trying to build a brand outside of football. And if he just had his head fully concentrated on football, I'd be all for him. I do think he could slightly improve what we've got. To be honest, I'd rather have him in than someone like Jeff Hendrick, for example. But with the way the dressing room is at the moment, is he the best person to bring in? Probably not, because I think his attitude would fall off pretty quickly, to be fair.
Yeah, happy birthday, Zachary Mystery. Stop spamming our comments or I'll kick you out. Happy birthday. There you go. If you spam, I'll kick you out. But happy birthday, mate. I hope you've had a good one today. And then we've also got a couple of comments just coming through. Alan says flexible. I would say 4-1 for Leeds. Yeah, that's what they are playing tonight with Phillip sitting. Newcastle will be relegated the Championship, where they face on the Sunderland will beat us at the minute. I'm pretty confident saying that, and that's how far shit we are playing. I mean, Newport nearly put them out there early on in the season as well, so that stands to show. I think Sunderland could do. Newcastle right now at this minute. Oh, Steve Bruce is on the screen. Oh, look at this. Oh, God. Manager isn't good enough. Players aren't good enough. Deluded fans. I hope you go down and rot.
I don't know
really?
who that is. Who's that?
You wouldn't say that about your own club. I hope we go down and rot. No, you wouldn't say that at all. Jane Atlanta, another one that came through. Nice to see you, mates. Finally got to pay attention. What the hell is Shelvey and Hendrick doing in there? Which leads me nicely onto that central midfield pair. You're playing against a side who love to run and high press. And for me, I don't know about you, Carl, but Shelvey cannot run. And we've got Jeff Hendrick in there. I think Matty would have been great tonight for the energy. There's just nothing there between the two of them for me.
Absolutely not. We keep saying this, that the partnerships in midfield aren't going to work unless Isaac Hayden's in and around it. Like, you know, Villa play expansive football, but arguably Leeds are fitter than Villa. I wouldn't say they're a better side individually, but that I think they play more expansive football than Villa do. And this idea that John Joe Shelvey can be a box-to-box midfielder is fucking farcical. It really is. Like, you hit the nail on the head. Like, he's not a runner. He's someone that wants to sit back, analyse the game and pick out passes left, right and centre. We can't have him busting a gut to get to the attacking 18-yard box and then busting a gut back to our own 18-yard box. That's just not his game at all. And that's what worries me. Again, I think we're going to get caught in the caught short in the centre of the park, mate.
Yeah, graphic on screen. Rafa Benitez, last night in games, 28 points. Steve Bruce's first night in games, 19 points. Goals per game, 1.47 for Rafa, 0.95 Bruce, 1.16 conceded under Rafa in his last 18. Bruce, first night in games, 1.68. So obviously it's a decline that BT Sport are currently on at the moment. Where can we watch the match for free? It's on BT Sport. If you want to have a look at that, they've got a fantastic offer on which we were promoting last night where you can get 4 Toon games for 25 quid, which is all right, actually. So you can squeeze loads of Toon games in there. I just want to go back to that comment because Toon Man said, I want to get beat tonight because he wants Bruce to go.
Yeah.
That's a tough one because I never want to see Newcastle get beat. I'm not here to watch Newcastle get beat tonight and hoping that we do. If it come for the greater good and you said to me, yes, Bruce is going to be sacked tomorrow morning, then yes, I would take that. But hindsight is a wonderful thing. Unfortunately, we can't predict hindsight. And again, Steve Bruce is not going to be sacked until, I said this way back in the first game of the season, until the transfer window is shut. And then a new manager can come in without any budget, basically lift them. So that's the two midfielders. Shelvey needs a performance. He has to get a performance tonight. He's been very, very poor the last 2 games. Shocking, in fact. I think he's only been given 1s and 2s on scoring the players. I think you're on that tonight, aren't you, Carl?
Fan reaction, I'm on.
You're on fan. I've lost track. Who's who?
Yeah.
Liam's on scoring the players then.
Yes,
must be with Sam. Must be with Sam tonight then. 5 at the back. Yeah. Isaac Hayden's obviously playing there. We'll talk about him now, Carl. Obviously, Grant, who runs the NUFC Twitter, has put Hayden in the midfield the last 2 games, but he's now changed that and he is playing centre-back, and we've got, obviously, Clark out. We've also got Lascelles playing back. We've got Ciaran there. Who else is out? Fernandez, and we've got Paul Dummett out as well. We've got Brandon coming to join us in the next 5 minutes or so. But Isaac Hayden's been very, very versatile this season, hasn't he?
Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. Like, he can play at centre back. He can, and he can do a real good job there and help shore that defence up. But it's just, we need him in midfield. We do. We need him in that position just in front of the defence to plug it. So Shelvey, and if it is Hendrick, I'd obviously rather Matty Longstaff can do what they need to do. He's wasted at centre half for me. You know, he'll have a good game and he'll do what he needs to do, but it's not going to help us trying to get goals. We need him to be able to break the game down so then we can push on. But yeah, it just frustrates me that we've got to play him there, unfortunately.
I've seen a comment about Steve McLaren. This football is worse than Steve McLaren's. I know McLaren took down effectively because when Rafa came in them a few games that he had, 8 games, we would have finished 9th. So yeah, 100%. Yeah. Can we recall Florian? I don't think we can, Ryan, because I think Bruce would do it. I think he would register him in that 25-man squad now. I think he would now with the situation.
I don't think even Bruce can be that stupid not to recall him if we could. Do you know what I mean? Like, because we need him.
I wonder if there'll be any banners outside St James's Park tonight, because obviously they were talking about BT Sport, about war flags, so keep an eye on them on Twitter later on tonight. So that's obviously Hayden, Fabian Schär and Jamal Lascelles. I don't personally like that relationship. Fabian Schär was strangely on the left of the three last game out against Aston Villa. Obviously his error cost Newcastle. I know Darlow should be doing better, but most of the blame for me goes on Fabian Schär for that. But any defender would try and clear that, because if you left it in the score, then it looks even worse. But that relationship, for me, if they're going to start playing games, they have to start developing relationships, and Lascelles and Schär now need to start playing games regularly, because it'll only benefit the defence. Neither one have really been great this season, have they, Carl?
No, it seems like I think you've mentioned it there. There's a complete lack of communication between this partnership. Jamal Lascelles tends to sit a little bit deep, and obviously Schär can play out from the back. But when his back is to the opposition and facing his own goal, he's not very good at all. He's really not. There's been plenty of times this season with clearances that he should be making that have been pretty dodgy, and they just don't talk to each other. Neither one of them will sit back for the other. It's just, it doesn't work at all. And I think we miss Fernandez massively, because as much as Jamal Lascelles is the captain, he's been out for a long time now. I think he wasn't playing that well before. I think his morale's down as well. He just doesn't. He's not the captain that we all know and love from last season and the season before. And I think Fernandez has been that. So we miss him massively, and I think Fernandez reads the game. Probably one of the best in the whole squad at reading the game for me. So we miss that massively, that communication.
100%. Obviously, you talk about communication, written press, and communication with fans on and off the pitch is just a bit of a joke at the minute. But Kieran says, let's hope Ryan Fraser doesn't do any stupid challenges. I think he'll not do that again anytime soon. And then finally, we know about Carl Darlow. We know he's a great goalkeeper, but I wanted to talk again about that right back situation, Carl, and then we'll bring in the crazy Dutchman. We've already talked briefly on it just when we started talking about the Lions, but there's a new right wing back on a new right back every game. Why doesn't someone nail that position down at the club?
I genuinely think, for me, I've always been a big fan of Manquillo at that position in terms of what we've got. But again, this season he's not been good enough. I genuinely think if we're playing like a wing-back formation, then it's Murphy's position to nail down if he wants it, because he's arguably the better crosser out of the four of them. Yeah, including Yedlin, 4. And again, I can't put my finger on what it is, but I think it just comes down to individual positional tactics of that position. I don't think... Whereas we were so well drilled previously.
I'll mute that crazy Dutch bastard. Get him on mute. Sorry, Carl.
It's all right. When we were so well drilled previously, in terms of different scenarios happening throughout the game, that the player sitting at right back always knew what he would have to do. Well, all over the pitch, they always knew what they had to do, regardless of what the scenario was. But they've just lost that, because I don't think that's what they're practicing in training. So we've just been found out, and I think confidence and lack of direction. And I think maybe the fullbacks can arguably be looked at as scapegoats as well. And we're always on their backs as fans, and rightly so. And maybe we just haven't got anyone who's actually good enough at that position, Lee, if I'm being brutally honest.
Doesn't trust anyone, does he? Doesn't want to. No. Brandon, if you can hear us. Because I did bring you are in the stream. I'll just unmute you. Hello, Brandon.
Sorry. Let's go.
Tell your girlfriend to shut up.
Oh, Olivia, you have to shut up. They say. Oh,
shut up, you're live.
She's waving the middle finger for you.
Right, Brandon, what's your thought on the whole lineup there quickly before we talk about Leeds?
5 at the back again. What can I say? Gloves are back on, I guess.
Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, like, nothing really changed in that matter. Like, we play like this all the time already, so I'm just more scared of the Leeds side. Defensively, they're not that strong, I think, but attacking-wise, I fear them.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Cool. That's fine. Well, that's the Leeds side that you've got there in front of you now. So, tell me, Brandon, who scares you?
I would say Rafinha, and I wouldn't say fan, but I rate Llorente pretty high as well. Phillips, Bamford somehow. Yeah, that's basically it. Rodrigo,
Rafinha?
Harrison, excellent. Yeah, I said Rafinha first.
Oh, did you? Sorry, mate. That dodgy accent you've got.
Fuck off. I said Rafinha, then I said Llorente. Yeah, and Harrison. I like Harrison. So.
Yeah, and Carl, the style of football, we'll know that what they're going to do. They're going to be 2-3 players in your face, high pressing, trying to nick the ball off you, attacking. They don't care who they play against. It reminds me of Kevin Keegan back in the 90s, where we'll attack, you'll score, we'll attack, we'll win 4-3. It's a different mindset with Bielsa. Obviously, they'll give you a chance, and that's probably might benefit Newcastle tonight, because we did score, and now we got hammered by Leeds, but we did score 2 away from home against them. They will give you chances, so that's probably the weakness. But talk to me what you thought of Leeds in general.
In terms of the whole season?
Yeah, in terms of the season, how they play. Breath of fresh air?
Absolutely. And this is what I said to the guys over on Leeds fans on the Leeds channel. In terms of fans hating them, I don't think that's a thing anymore, because they're so, like you said, it's such a breath of fresh air to watch them and how they play football. So I'm quite happy that they're back in the Premier League now. Obviously, I don't want them spanking us again tonight, but it's a different style of football as to what we've seen from quite a few teams over the last few years, to be honest, especially in the bottom half anyway. So yeah, it's good having them back in the league, absolutely.
And Kalvin Phillips has obviously got himself into the England side, playing very, very well. He's back. I seen him play centre-back a few games ago, which was strange, but it goes to show you that he's versatile. But there's a lot of talent in there. Bamford scoring goals for fun, which is that surprised you, Brandon? The lad has got 10 Premier League goals.
No, not really. I think I rate him better than, like you said as well, Abraham. So that says enough. Not that Abraham is good, but he's getting the how do you say that? He's getting the assists as well. You know, like he got how do you say that actually?
He's chipping in with goals and assists.
No, I mean like they giving him the ball from the sides. You know, like
he's a winner. Stretching the defense. That's what I really like about this Leeds side, is that the play for the manager. That's a total different mindset. Whereas a lot of the Newcastle players don't even have a clue what the manager's doing. They play from the behind the idea. And look, we're hoping for, and it's sad to say it, lads, we're hoping for an upset tonight, which is a real crying shame, because this is a promoted side, which we're playing 5 at the back against, and I can't get my head around that. But yeah, obviously Meslier's back, the French goalkeeper, and Llorente is a big plus for them. But I think they will give you chances, and I think for us, finally, before we'll get on to the game and Carl takes over controlling, is for me, Carl, we have to take our chances, because they will give you chances tonight.
Definitely. I think the way we kind of need to counteract this football is, like you said, you've always got 2 or 3 players high pressing, always in your face. We need to keep possession as much as possible, as much as we possibly can, because regardless of how fit they are, if we can keep the ball, they are going to get tired at some point. And like you said, they're going to give us an opportunity at some point, and we need to take it. But possession isn't our strong point, unfortunately. But I just hope, we can be surprised tonight, and like you said, that we can go out and get an upset.
Right, get about to kick off. Score predictions. I'm going to say 1-1. Carl?
Oh, I hate saying this, but I'm going to go with what I said. And I think it might be 4-0.
Oh, dear me.
I know.
Get off the steam, man.
I know,
Get off the Brandon?
I think we will finally make an open field goal, but it will be Leeds who will be scoring 3 and us only 1. So 3-1.
Oh, 3-1. So I'm the positive one tonight. It's 1-1. A horrible performance, 1-1, that is. Carl, controls are all over you as Leeds are about to kick off.
Perfect. Yeah, but I'd love to see us get a result tonight. I'm just being skeptical. I don't want to get burned.
What's that in the screen? on you. Actually.
It's Carl with his new gadgets.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, what's that like? Oh,
So,
right.
Just been testing something out. Is that my score prediction, Ollie? I know, mate. I know. Pessimist.
Is that about to get you, or is that about the result you said?
Probably both.
Right, lads, what minute is it? I'm in 43.
I've literally just kicked off.
So I'm in the middle again.
Yeah.
What minute? What seconds are you on, Brandon?
I'm now 45.
Oh, so I'm about 10 seconds ahead of you.
Right. And what Carl is like 20 or 30 behind me?
Yeah, it's yeah, I'm behind because I've got two computers running.
You're watching through a stream, or?
No, I've got it on BT. I'm just slightly behind.
Oh, that's a yellow card, surely. Dallas is just half. Fabian Schär there. Holding his shoulder.
Wouldn't be surprised if we got a 7-3-1 lineup against Everton with Carroll up front.
Oh, that's a yellow card, surely. He won't give a card. It's so early in the game.
4-2-3-1, Charles says. I'm not so sure about that. Like, I hope so, though.
Here he is, Adam. Where are you, mate? Is he at work? Is he? Or?
I think he's just got back because I just seen him in the background just before.
Oh, okay.
He said today in the social media group he was working on the fight, so he probably just pops in his house.
Fair enough.
Adam fucker.
You can see Adam. You can see Brandon's muscles on my membership video. So Brandon, tell us all about that.
Which muscles? David has better muscles than me, like where Adam was referring to. The members know where I'm talking about, but which video? But
makes you feel any better? We will lose tonight. Connor, Sunderland fan, if I remember rightly. Who are Sunderland playing tonight?
Got no idea. Fabian Schär's still holding his shoulder, like. Oh, the last thing we wanted is an injury to defender.
Probably dislocated or something.
It looked a nasty one.
You'll not give a yellow card. It's too early in the game for him. Oh, well, the long ball, Shelby. Ping this in.
Lee, if we somehow score, can you wait for like 10 seconds?
I can't just sit there and just hold it.
Adam can't come in. It's after 6 p.m.
Oh, please, that joke's getting around now. Like
heavy defeat will crank up the pressure on Bruce to the point where Ashley will have to pull the trigger.
Tonight, can I please go and watch the Newcastle game? No, you're gonna try to look after.
I seriously thought
come on, Lewis, wake up, Lewis. Oh, he's fell over.
Lee, today I seriously thought when I was watching your the video of us with the Leeds fan that you said Dubravka. We picked him up from Norway, but Adam said we picked him up from nowhere. So
I haven't been much in the WhatsApp group today because I've obviously built this bad boy, haven't I? And this took us 3 hours.
Oh yeah, so... I saw it. I saw it on the Instagram.
Yeah, I haven't looked. Oh, it looks class, mate.
Oh yeah, you've even got.
How long did it take you?
3 hours.
Oh.
So you've even got there. I don't know if you'll not be able to see that, but you've even got like. You've got the statues around the ground as well. There's Jackie Milburn's on there, and then round the corner you've got the Shearer one, and now you kind of say great because it's at the Cameron Bobby one. I'm doing a video for NFT. I'm doing a video for NFTV Extra about it, so make sure you get over there and subscribe to that channel.
What are limbs actually?
Limbs?
Aye.
Just like your arms and your legs.
Oh.
James is saying that he's got bigger arms than you, basically.
Where's Peter? That video is in the member area of the main channel of YouTube.
So, Peter, all you need to do is go to videos on Newcastle Fans TV, and it'll be available for you to see for members.
This one's for you, Lee.
5 minutes in, we haven't got beat.
See, after making that video,
no, there is no Sports Direct, thankfully, in here. You might be able to see this. If I bring that closer, I'll put it as a tilt. See, it just says Newcastle United at the top.
Oh, mate, it's class. I'm gonna have to get one.
Oh, great!
And otherwise,
20 quid, and it took us 3 hours. Good hobby, like.
Especially in London.
Ollie, I've got one of those models, Lee. The details are class. Yeah, it looks brilliant. Looks absolutely brilliant.
All it is, it's just made out of paper. That's it.
But Lee, I just know if there was any Sports Direct signs, you would get your marker and just sketch them all out.
They wouldn't be allowed to because they'll have to get a sponsorship.
Permanent marker.
Shelby's just had a shot, just went wide. Well wide, mind you. More of that, please, though.
New subscriber from Kenya. Brilliant. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel, mate.
Thank you, Savik. Dabu Dani.
We'll get you fluent.
Savik Dabu Dani.
Now, I know you haven't gone to Kenya. That's too far for you.
Yeah, it is.
Palace are 1-0 up against West Ham. Zaha.
After that video, though, I'm more comfortable now with showing these guns, you know. Oh, joke. I had to make the video, though. There's no.
Yeah, so Fabian Shea is playing left centre back again.
Why though?
I don't know. He's never played there for Newcastle. It was his first time out against Villa playing there.
It's like a new experiment from Bruce again.
Because Hayden's on the right of the three.
Aye. And Lascelles in the middle.
Yeah. Well, Lascelles fell out, didn't he? The first game of that season where you refused to play on the right of the three. Ooh.
Do you think he gives Ciaran Clark or Fernandez like some rest or something?
No, they're injured.
Michael, is that the comments where he was talking about the players not being good enough? If it was, I don't agree with it personally. Steve Bruce has been like this at several clubs. He's had players that have been individually brilliant and then, crap under him and then revive their careers once he's left. So I think Simon Jordan's clutching at straws personally. I think, was it Craig Hope on Talk Sport today or yesterday?
Not the written press aren't very happy, are they?
Yeah.
So Leeds corner came in and it's headed away by Shea and Lewis gives it out for throw into Leeds.
Yeah, so I think Craig hit the nail on the head. He bit back at Simon today or yesterday, and rightly so. What song should we run out to? Local Hero doesn't seem very apt at the moment. I don't know. Come back to me. I'll think about that one.
Blade Races.
Pardon?
Blade Races.
Do you think that should be a thing though? Because how we're playing. I mean, do you think we should?
No, I think the Blade and Races because it gets the crowd singing.
True.
The players run out the pitch, then whoa, me lads, and I literally live next door to Blade and Races.
That's gunning.
And then I also think, and this is maybe a bit controversial, but I would like to see the national anthem changed to "Roll Britannia." I think that's a better one for Britain, me. So you get singing on this stream. You didn't get that on any other stream.
No, he said that Mike Ashley bought the club as a bet. I haven't seen that one, mate. I haven't seen that one at all. I think, is he that stupid? I don't know. I wouldn't have thought so. He's quite astute when it comes to business outside of football anyway. And I think
he spots a bargain a mile off.
So, serious question for you, lads. This is the 20th game in. How do you guys rate Jamal Lewis? I think we can have a pretty good feel on how he plays. What's your guys' opinion?
I think he's starting all right. We thought, this is all right. You'll get better and better. But his form from November onwards has been very poor. So, but I think you're going to get that with young talent. You look at Sean. He's up and down. I know you've got the manager, but even having said that, Sean Longstaff's not involved at all tonight. Leeds have already made a substitution already. Llorente is off, their best defender. Injury.
But as well, as Jamal Lewis, I don't rate him as a defender.
He's good at getting forwards, which we have lacked in that position since. I know you had the spell of Jet Williams for 6 months, because Dummett's not wanting to do that, but his end delivery can be better.
But you think he's going forward good as well? He
You get some good position, but it's the end delivery.
He gets in good position, but after that he does fuck up.
What Lewis needs is Matt Ritchie's delivery.
Yeah. Although Matt Ritchie's delivery has been off for a few weeks as well.
Souček scores loads of goals for West Ham, didn't he?
Oh
yeah.
Souček.
Souček. Where is he from?
Souček, he's Czech Republic. Czech Republic, because he's Dubravka's mate. I know he's Slovakian.
Interesting comment. I think you exaggerate how good this squad is. I think under good management we'd maybe finish 12th, but yes, Bruce can't seem to get anything out of them. No, Diane, we have got a similar view to that. We don't I think we could push 10 and maybe even break into the top 10 at a push with the current squad. Under good management, I think that there's capability to do that. But we're not thinking that we're pushing European spots or anything like that right now. Definitely not.
Done Fabian Schär. Good tackle. Fabian Schär got in front of his man there. And just a couple of seconds earlier, Isaac Hayden beat his man on the right back position. Good bit of skill. Oh, Shelby didn't lose it there. Right, Howard, go. Attack.
Martin thinks that we should come out to status quo, down, Lee.
How's that song go?
I don't know, mate.
Yes, you do. Do you want to hum it? If you don't want to sing it, I don't know.
But yeah,
I know rocking all over the world.
I guess we're with how things are going with us looking like we could get relegated. It'd be pretty apt.
Oh, good cross on from Leeds, actually.
It's Hayden, isn't it? Hayden's not looking over his shoulder for the man behind him. That could have been
big chance for Harrison there.
Yeah, he's slicing it.
We're not losing Kevin, thankfully, mate.
I know. 12 minutes in, we're not losing.
But what do you guys think, actually?
Appreciate that, Connor.
Because they are saying we as Newcastle fans expect us to be fighting for European places. But I think what we as Newcastle fans want is a season like Leeds, that the least we expect, being 12, play effective football. That's and then I don't care if we are at 12 or whatever. Yes.
We've had 20% possession.
Lewis can make mistakes, but he's not the main problem. Right, that is our worst defensive problem. Absolutely, Jay. 100%. Once you see Bruce blaming the fans, you know it's close to the end. He did exactly the same at Aston Villa and was forced out 2 weeks later. That's a fair point. Hopefully, Mike Ashley sees some sense.
Tighter. Right, Howland, get forward. Right, where's the support for Wilson? Out wide, John Joe, out wide. Now go out wide, Miggy, out wide of Fraser. Lewis on the run, didn't spot him.
Why do you lads think Bruce doesn't give enough chances to the youngsters, so the academy and young players in the under-23 is a problem, or is manager's problem and not taking a gamble like Arsenal? And Lee's probably the best one to answer that, mate. He follows a lot of the under-23s.
Well, I get back here at his debut when he scored that goal against Man United. Look. Sometimes young lads get enthusiasm with. Well, he did it with Matty. That's what Bruce will say. He did it with Elliot Anderson. He did it with Tom Allen. But I don't think that's a Bruce problem. I think that's a Newcastle problem rather than a Bruce problem. There's just not enough talent coming through. There is a couple of lads such as Stan Flaherty, who's fantastic in the under-23s. So Rodrigo Vilca, that level looks too easy for him. So they're two players going forward. They could do with a loan spell out of the club. But at the minute, there's not many coming through. Kel Watts is probably the best one to be amongst the first team next season because he's bossing it. Kel Watts, everywhere he goes on loan, he's always getting high marks. So Kel Watts, I'd loved him to be a part of the first team squad next season. Not starting all the time.
Or jokes aside, Lee, wouldn't it be this a great game for Anderson?
I thought Leeds were going to score there. Anderson, sorry.
Anderson, yeah. I think it would be a great game to play for Anderson.
The thing is, you won't know until you chuck him in the deep end.
Yeah, maybe, but
this team is nowhere near a top 10 team. They're a bunch of overplayed players who think they're Prem players. We're not owed a Prem spot because we're in Newcastle. I remember before Keegan we were a joke. No one's saying that. But like we said, Rafa had arguably a lesser squad and was able to easily secure Premier League status.
Is this Adams and Liam's friend, Ginger Hosking?
I don't know. But I think what my point is that, you know, we'd be happy with 12th and look to push on from there, recruit and start breaking into the top side rather than being in a relegation scrap every season.
It's hope, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. 53% pass accuracy we've had compared to Leeds is 80%.
That's not even high, 80%.
Yeah, great point.
That's around 87.
Great point.
Leeds are on the attack, yeah. Pulled out too far wide. It's pulled it back. Data! Oh, fuck off. 1-0. Rafinha. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, does he give it? Oh, he has given an eye.
Good goal.
Tuchel from his Chelsea manager.
He gives the ball away. You cannot give the ball away there. You cannot give the ball away in halfway when you've got 3 defenders back. Ball's played out, picked up the right hand side. It's cut back. Rafinha's free. No midfield on him. Put to bottom corner. Fucking joke. Can't give the ball away there. I'm sorry, like.
Oh dear.
And then he should be tracking your runner as well. Jamal Lewis. Jamal Lewis is man.
Who said again? Jamal Lewis wasn't the problem. It was Jay Wright from Atlanta.
We talked about Rafinha in the preview and tonight. Talked about Jamal Lewis as you were talking about just before. So Murphy giving the ball away, and then when the ball's cut back, Jamal Lewis is not following Rafinha. 1-0. Mistakes again.
Jay, say what again?
What's it again?
No, Jay in Atlanta said Jamal Lewis is not a problem.
Leeds fan here. Your picture's in beautiful condition. We've got something to hold on to, mate.
Yes, positivity. Like a carpet.
Yeah, we're just not pressing enough in that 18-yard box. We've been doing it all season, letting people have space there. It's ridiculous.
Why is it? Murphy's just been done again there. Howie.
One thing I never knew before I did a stadium tour actually was that our pitch isn't even level.
Howie, yeah, it's down. I played on the pitch a couple of times. It's downhill. 3 times I played on it.
It's not a bad shout, that man.
Come on, Wilson, man. Hoy.
He's got to hold on to the ball there. Oh, that goal man's pissed us off, man. Murphy, man, gives the ball away and the ball's cut back and Jamal Lewis is not looking over his shoulder. Darlow, can't blame Darlow. It's right in the corner.
Lee, there was no hope those players down tools because they know Rafa left. Look at Gale on Sky the other day. All that squad hates Saint-Maximin because he's the saviour. Those players were with Rafa. I
disagree with the gear. I think it's just banter. It's just work environment. I think, oh, yeah, as the saviour, I think Gale's just being a bit of a knob, really. He's just having a bit of a banter. I think, I agree that there's no hope whatsoever. There's not. Even when you had Rafa, you had a bit of hope. Even Chris Hughton, you had a little bit of hope as well because he obviously... He wasn't one of us, but Chris Hughton's very similar to Rafa, where he got the fan base.
Newcastle is definitely the most boring team to watch in the Premier at the moment. Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, 26
number one at something.
Well done, Lewis. Go on. Go down that byline. Go down that byline.
You have 26 passes. It's a joke.
I've never had so little emotion towards conceding. I actually did a double take to check the time to see how early it was. Bruce had ruined the club way more than any other manager before did. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm a bit like just numb to the fact that we've conceded.
And Miggy, get it in. Corner. Got a corner. We've got a corner!
Motherfucker, I thought we scored somehow.
I am celebrating a corner. Watch it now. Fucking beat the first man.
Probably Jonjo again, right? Or...
It is Jonjo. Oh, God, yeah. Please beat the first man.
Fair point.
We haven't scored a set piece all season, have we? From a corner?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought I was in. That was Lascelles. Oh, when you looked at the first glance, it looks just white. I think it's actually. I think it's
looks like it's going in.
Oh, it's went white actually.
From a Leeds fan, hate doing this to you. It's going to get worse. Yeah, we know, mate. We know you haven't got to apologise. Enjoy your win.
It's so shit that Leeds fans are going to apologise to us. Oh, fuck me. Then you know you're fucked.
But have you noticed, and not just like national media, Carl, you probably noticed this as well, is that a lot of comments from other fans are now sympathising.
Yeah, massively.
They get it. They totally get it now. It's not patronising, it's just sympathising. Look, we know that you're shit. We know the situation you're in. Horrible what you're in. No football fan should be in that. So I respect people like that. So thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we do. Still, you have some Man U fans and some, of course, Markhams who are coming in, but
you'll get the odd idiot, probably one out of every 15, 20 people that's, look at you, we're shit. And we're now shit.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Fair play to them. They have the right to.
It's not like it's going to wind us up. It's not going to wind us up because we know we're shit. If we weren't shit, someone said that.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Press. Get in the box. Them in. That's it. I 20 for a goal kick, but do more of that, please.
We're probably less than a laughing joke than Sheffield United is, for example.
Where's Bielsa's little stool tonight?
Or we're probably more than a laughing joke than Sheffield United is. Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
I agree with Ginger massively here. Like, for me, Lee Charnley's one of the main problems. I don't even put it all at Ashley's feet. Like, Lee Charnley's an absolute joke. Absolute joke.
Yeah, I'd be love to know what goes on behind the scenes with him.
Yeah.
If he's just a yes man or he actually does the decisions.
But he never gets questioned or hold accountable for
can't get access to him.
Decisions.
Can't get access to him. He puts out 2 statements a year. That's it.
It was you saw him some one time, right?
I did.
I think it was an away game.
No, yes. Sorry, I thought you meant on my lunch hour. I was on my lunch hour, and you went into. Do you know where the Shark Bar is?
Right.
Right
across the stadium.
In that little gap, there's a couple of uni restaurants. He went into there for his lunch, and I seen him outside Sainsbury's the same day. And then I seen him in a away game. It was a West Brom FA Cup one.
There was with Paul, right?
I was with Sam. I was with Sam. Lee Johnny just put his head down, walked like that. Didn't want to be seen. Seen loads of that, and you've seen all the journalists and everything walk past him.
Did you have a mic at you at that time?
I've never seen Mike Ashley.
No. I mean, did you have a mic on you? Like
no. We're waiting because Sam couldn't get into the ground, and he was taking forever. He's trying to get a dodgy ticket, Sam.
I've seen that video actually. Which game was it again?
The West Brom in the
West
ticket.
Brom. I've seen that video actually. Yeah, that time I was still a member.
Bloody hell, Jamal held in the centre midfield, yeah. Bloody hell.
Robbie, I wish I could share your options, mate.
Come on, options. Let's go out wide then. Shelby out wide to Hayden. Oh, well done, Hayden. Just gone past his man. It's gone out for a throw-in. Interesting then. So when we're on the attack, Hayden goes to right back and Murphy pushes up. Fuck me, he's just got an idea.
It just shows how clueless he is. He's just trying out things. He's just hoping that it will succeed.
Arsenal fan here. You guys deserve better, but Bruce is a reflection of the club's owner. Absolutely. We're aware.
Probably why he's in charge as well.
It's funny, when I first started watching the stream, I'd watch mainly the game, but now I'm watching only the stream because we're so boring to watch. Appreciate that, mate.
We wish it was the other way around, though.
Talking of the knobheads that we get in here sometimes, here we go. Here's one for you. Shocky's a Man United fan.
Yeah, I told you, it's always the Man United fans. They're arrogant as fuck.
Yeah, he's just a fan. He's not a supporter. He's just a fan.
Aye.
Probably not even anywhere near the club, is he, to be fair?
He'll probably change his team next week.
He's probably from Germany or somewhere. Marcus.
He's a Man City fan now. Man City fan. As soon as Marcus Rashford stops scoring.
Shit pass.
Yeah, he's probably switching to where Marcus Rashford is going.
Javier Hendrick offered nothing, no movement or commitment either in attack or defence. Absolutely, mate.
Thomas Tuchel confirmed as Chelsea head coach.
Yeah,
that's official now.
Be interesting that.
That was done behind the scenes before Lampard was sacked. Then
definitely,
there's no way you can agree that in 24 hours.
I love the Mojiami Shelby though.
Newcastle are a great team to bet on, always a guaranteed L. Well, not anymore because the odds are crap. We're always going to lose. Unless you're whacking loads of money on it, it's pretty pointless. I mean, maybe a few games ago.
Even Sheffield United, well, that's a great ball by Leeds there. Harrison on the ball.
Another Leeds fan. I feel for you, lads. We know what you're going through. Been there. We're all fans. Fair play, mate. Appreciate that.
More time together. I think MOT means more time together, if I'm right in saying.
Believe so. Who's that team? Oh,
when I've first seen that for MOT. What? Does he need his card done?
I was at Leeds fan calling Fuchs again.
Yeah, Fuchs.
How did you say it?
Fuchs.
Fuchs.
You lot are extremely funny. I like watching you more than the game. Lots of banter. Tottenham fan. Fair enough, mate. I appreciate that. You're we have good crack with your We Are Tottenham TV. Is that right? We Are Tottenham TV.
Yeah.
It's just a Dutch humor, sense of humor, right? That we all have.
I'm surprised that your fan was able to string a sentence together. You boys crack on in the comments if you want. I'm sure he'll be gone out soon enough.
27 minutes now.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? About Shelby, total waste of talent. The guy's got no fight in him. It's gone, hasn't it? Absolutely gone.
He picks up a bomb. He's on something like 80 grand a week.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the figures the other day. I didn't realise Joe Linton was on. Joe Linton's on like Wilson's on 100k, then Joe Linton's on like 85.
So it's put the 85.
With bonuses, or if you play like Football Manager, and you play 40 games and you get a pay rise or something stupid like that. That's probably as well. Souček again is scored again for West Ham. 2-1 West Ham.
I think it's their top scorer actually, right?
He's a hell of a buy, man. He's a hell of a find.
Maybe we should watch through the Czech League as well.
Sheffield Wednesday fan, you too. How long was Bruce at Sheffield Wednesday? How did you find him, Michael, as a manager?
It wasn't long.
No, it was 6 months, something like that. 10 months.
Which fans do love Bruce though? Was it
Birmingham?
Birmingham. He did quite a decent job at Blues.
Mind you, Dugary saved him. I don't know if you remember Christoph Dugary.
Yeah. Brandon, agree. Lewis does dumb stuff, and I've heard you criticise him, and I usually agree. Just don't think he has our worst. Hope this comment doesn't trigger another goal.
Okay. I will tell you, he's our second worst after Joe Linton. Fair play to Jay.
He's worse than Hendrick.
Oh, come on, Brandon. He's not worse than Jeff Hendrick. Really?
I don't rate Lewis at all.
Fraser's lucky there because if Illan kept that in, that would have been free. Well done, Miggy. Much better. How would Miggy stop? Get up, Miggy.
I cannot call. I cannot call one good game of Lewis.
How about ref, man?
Yeah, you saw that move by Hendrick. That's class.
What was that?
You'll see it soon, Carl.
Pardon?
I said you will see that move soon from Hendrick. That was class.
It was his chest breathing.
Let's have a look.
It's before the free kick. Not sure if you already.
Yeah, Fraser's been. Sam touched upon it before. Fraser's like tucked in.
What does he mean by that?
Like Fraser's playing in like a number 10. Like, but not a 10 as such. Like the furthest attacking.
Like a fast 10.
We've got two of them on the pitch.
I must have missed that Jeff Hendrick bit. I've subbed from my side, mate. Appreciate that, Snipes legend. Craig, well, when we play Man United, do you do a video with Mark Goldbridge? I don't know if we'll be able to get in touch with him unless Lee's got contacts with him, but it doesn't really do videos for the channels. I don't think Mark does.
Full-time Devils. Well, I say full-time. Stretford Paddock now. We've worked with Adam McCullough quite a bit. So it depends on the availability. It depends on Adam because we normally do it with Adam. But because of lockdown, it's harder to get everyone free. So if we're off work, if they're off work, because they obviously have a scheduled. I mean, we have a schedule, don't get me wrong, for match day videos. But non-match day videos, we're pretty much flexible. But yeah, when we start going to games, we'll obviously get McCullough. He comes on regularly. Good lad, McCullough.
Yeah, it'd be.
I can always do the watch-alongs as well, if I'm not in England.
Yeah, well,
when you go.
That's the good thing about the channel. There's plenty of work to go around. There's 8 of us, so.
I just finished work. When I was asking about the link, I was just driving the car into the parking lot.
To be fair, I only got in at 10 to 7 because I was building that stadium around Wall Lasses for 3 hours.
Fucking hell.
Any thoughts on Liverpool? Nowhere near the side they were last season. I think a good friend of mine's a Liverpool fan. He said that they haven't been able to cement their midfield this year. Reece Williams at centre half hasn't had a great season, and obviously Firmino's not scoring for them at the moment. But
John's gonna have a shot here.
I'm just really curious what will Wijnaldum do.
Pardon?
I'm curious what will Gini Wijnaldum do.
They reckon he's certain to go Barcelona, mate.
You know what? He didn't even blast that free kick that Shelby's just had. We've got a free kick from 30 yards, about 35 yards out. He just strokes it. He doesn't put his foot through it.
Yeah.
Where's someone got there when you need him?
Can we swap Souček for Xavi? It'd be a dream, wouldn't it?
He'd be worth it. Now, like I say, he was a hell of a find. His value is at least over 20 million now. What a player he is from defensive midfield. Hendrick gives the ball away. Shock horror.
Brandon.
At least it was going forward, though.
Good header, Hayden. Go on, Murphy. Go down that byline. Fucking hell, man.
Who you rate better, Lee? Do you rate Murphy or Lewis better?
I think they're quite similar level wise.
Yeah. I like Murphy more, to be fair. As to be in my sound.
Fabian Schär's coming forward now. Hit it. Oh, I thought it was gonna cut it on his right foot and blast one from miles out.
If we sat Bruce, who can we?
Oh, attack it, man! Attack it! Fucking hell! Where you see this cross by Fraser? What a cross that is!
Oh, yeah.
Attack the fucking ball!
Was that like Murphy?
Murphy and Wilson.
Oh, that's a terrible. Oh, he got hit in his.
Fucking great ball, that man. That's ball of the game so far. What a cross that is!
Rafinha is better than Salah and Sterling. I mean, it's a big statement to make this early on, but he's certainly a great buy for Leeds. Right, him as a player.
Fraser.
Fucking brilliant cross.
You see who's warming up in the back when he's taking that cross.
Probably knocked the goalkeeper out.
Did you see who was warming up behind Fraser?
Yeah, didn't see it.
No, it was Big Andy. It's already warming up.
Do you think Sir Alex looks at Bruce and thinks to himself, did I teach you anything? I don't think he pays attention, or I really don't think
there's a lot of Man United ex-players who were under Ferguson are just not the calibre. Look at Paul Ince. I don't rate him as a great manager. Mark Hughes. You've got Steve Bruce. There's quite a few of them. Roy Keane, I don't think he's a great manager.
No, he's not, to be fair. Obviously, why he's moved over to punditry, isn't it?
Sheringham didn't really cut it as a manager in the lower leagues. Solskjaer's been up and down in his career.
Yeah. It's like our players are passing the ball into areas where they think their teammates are, as opposed to looking up and passing his feet. Can't deal with Leeds' intensity.
But I was saying before, they'll give you a chance. They will give you a chance. And that, I was saying to you earlier on call, we've got to take. And that cross by Fraser there.
Yeah.
Brilliant. No, they're showing the goal back. Oh, that's going to piss me off more with Murphy and Lewis. When you guys watch this back, just watch Rafinha and Lewis. Rafinha drops back and Lewis keeps running.
Bruce kept us waiting whilst he enjoyed his cricket holiday. Rocked up 2 months later. Hillsborough then shat on us. He was never going to win you guys over a third burger of a man. Good representation of the man, I think, Michael. Just what I thought you'd say.
I think we would have had to pay Compo to get Bruce as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Bal. Well done, Fraser. That's better. Whip this in then. Get it in. Get it in.
The lads are asking for a Bruce impression, Lee, to cheer them up.
All you need to say.
Yeah.
I will have cheered up. If we score.
Glad I watch you guys because this is depressing as fuck. I know, mate. I know. We have to try and keep up to date with it as well.
Movement. Let's
keep spirits up.
To be fair, we've had much more of the ball the last 10 minutes. We're just not doing that with it yet. We had that one cross. We need more. We need to see more from Shelby, man. Get in the fucking game.
Oh, Ryan, I feel for you, mate. You come right in. Born right in when the shit went down. Bless you.
It's same for me.
Anybody?
I saw Steve Carver, Steve McLeod, and Steve Bruce. Carver, McLaren, and Bruce. What you make from that?
Now, McLaren did well at 20, didn't he? Didn't he win 20 the title?
Yeah, 20. Yeah, he did. But I wish he did for Newcastle. I can't give a fuck all about 20.
When do you think we will get back into the stadium, even though we don't want to be at the stadium right now with the way we're playing?
Probably end of the year. Next season. I would say somewhere around November, October, I guess.
When everyone's had the vaccine and see where we are.
You guys heard as well of the new mutation of the coronavirus. You now have you have the South African, the British one, and now the Californian one as well.
I think we've vaccinated over 4 million people now. I think that's more than Europe combined.
Yeah, I think they're getting close to completing everyone kind of over 80 years old. That section, a majority of them have been vaccinated, I think, now, which is good.
Cross comes in.
Oh, yeah. Good effort for Fraser.
Murphy whips it in and Fraser gets too much on it and Ganzawa.
There's also another mutation of the coronavirus as well. But it's more in the northeast. It's more in the northeast region, actually.
Of northeast of what? Your country?
No, your country.
Oh. It's probably the Magnums.
Steve
Bruce mutation of coronavirus.
I knew he was going to come out with that.
It's deep. Who's on the back post? Knee fucker.
Cheers.
Ben, I've already said it about that, about Kevin and Babu. Nightmare getting rid of him.
Kevin and Babu.
And Babu's great.
Knew about him, but well before he got in the first team doing the 23s. He looked like world class on that side.
The stream is great, cheaper than therapy. Exactly. Free.
You know who we need now?
Hit that like
Yoshihiro Muto we need.
Yeah, that's true actually, Robin. It's not completely free. You have to like the button. Sorry, Lee. Put that back on.
Yeah, I'll whack that on for them.
Where is it? I'll put it back on.
Back in the banners. Like the video if you're watching, please do, because we're going through torture here.
Yeah, that's the cost of your therapy, Robin. To like the video, that's it.
Says Maximum is getting ready.
Yeah, get him on after an hour.
At least he sends him out early, 40 minutes. Who would have thought?
Mason, you're a great side this year, mate. Fair play to you. We're not going to bash Leeds. as much as we need to beat you.
He'll go,
Clock
well,
is okay. It's just
he'll
not
go,
defense.
well, you know, between the 25th and the 35th minute, I thought we were the better side. We had 2 chances, and, you know, we could have taken them. If just Murphy got on the end of it, it could have gone away. But, you know, we'll dust ourselves down, we'll roll our sleeves up, and we'll go again on the weekend.
You know, Lee's like some sort of puppet where you put in a coin and then he starts speaking as Steve Bruce, you know.
The guy, what's the guy's name who comes on the fan reaction show? He's brilliant.
Joe.
Yeah.
I think it's Joe.
Bruce impressions all night.
Yeah.
I think if we ever win a game, he has to come on as Steve Bruce. We've got to say, because we'll have all in stitches.
You should do ASMR. Me or Lee? We both got the mic, so who do you want to do it? What do you want us to say?
Look at Brandon's guns.
If you go over to the membership channel, Brandon naked.
Not naked. I know it's your wet dream, Lee, but
keep going, Shay. Keep going. Oh, it's a great ball. What a ball that is. Oh, what a ball by Fabian Shea out wide to Murphy. That's what John Joe Shelby. That's what John Joe Shelby should be doing. That's a centre back doing that. What a fucking ball that was.
But he did have loads last season. He didn't do it at all.
He's better in a 3. It's Fabian Shea. He's much better in a 3 because he has that license to go.
He has more space as well.
Yeah, he has a license to move up.
I think it's too busy for Shelby around him.
Oh, he's dropped it, the keeper. Oh,
I can feel the relaxation flowing through me. What else do you want us to say?
Lucky boy.
Oh, what's he doing?
Oh, Leeds are through here. Leeds are through here. Oh, good block, Lewis. Good block, Lewis. That could have been 2-0 there. Oh, it's just hit the post. Leeds have hit the post.
I know Jane Lenta's coming in now again. Saw that block by Lewis. Yeah, I did.
Come to you, Lee. Who do you think's doing well and who's crap so far tonight?
Fraser's looked very dangerous, whipping the balls in. I want to see more of that. Fabian Shea's coming out with defence. It's the last 10-15 minutes have been much more positive. Actually, I think Darlow saved that. Actually, didn't hit the post.
No, he hit the post.
Oh, did he? I thought Darlow saved it.
Ben Arthur or ASM. Maximin hasn't been in the squad enough for me to give a comparison. I loved Ben Arthur. He was unreal in his prime.
Robert Ginola or Ben Arthur.
Robert Ginola or Ben Arthur.
Would you pick out them 3?
Oh, David. Yeah, David Ginola.
And he scored again. Rodrigo. Just wide.
I feel like asking you to say Liverpool is going to win the league. Is that a bit far? It's not, because it's not going to happen for us. So I'll say it. Lol boy. Liverpool are definitely going to win the league.
If I had Robert Ginola or Ben Arthur, I'm going Robert.
Yeah, fair enough.
Goals, assists. Ginola lacked in that. Although Ginola was fantastic. Ginola would struggle in them 2 seasons that he's with us. He struggled to get more than 5 or 6 goals a season.
Yeah, no, definitely. The one that stands out for me is always when he's absolutely pinged the ball off Bernard's face.
That's Charlton, isn't it?
Yeah.
He doesn't know what's happening. Oh, that would have hit his face about 70 odd miles per hour.
Yeah.
In hell.
Lee, I think I'm about half a minute behind you. I'm hearing everything that's happening through you before I'm seeing it.
You know what is the best striker I see play for Newcastle actually is Obafemi. No,
Obafemi Martins.
Yeah.
Not Demba Ba.
I thought it was Obafemi Martins when he played as a Alkmaar.
5 minutes added on time.
Yeah, you always thought Robert was taking the net off, didn't you, to be fair?
But I just love the fact that I saw Martins play in Alkmaar. He's great.
Still going, isn't he? I'm sure he's got another extension in the MLS. No, he's not at the MLS. He's at China now, isn't he?
Who's that, sorry?
Martins, I'm sure he was. Last time I seen him was in China.
Yeah, I'm sure he's still about 25, isn't he, according to his passport?
It's so weird sometimes with African players. They look so old, but they're on the passport is so young.
What's the latest on this bloody takeover, anyone? In my opinion, there isn't one.
I think the last hope is that the tribunal. That's the last hope for the club.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been quite quiet when the transfer, because it's now a transfer window, and always in transfer window, the media goes wild about, I guess, about a takeover, but that's been pretty quiet actually.
Just don't think there's much money about in January. That's why there hasn't been loads of deals.
No, I just mean normally the media writes about like the takeover coming up again, you know.
Yeah.
But
well, I prefer that. I hate doing videos on rumors and takeovers. I hate it.
It's just speculating, isn't it?
It's easy views, but I hate doing them because you're guaranteed to get 10,000 views.
What's the takeover stuff? Yeah.
Takeover's happening, or takeover's new, or it's close, or whatever. Go on, Wilson! Oh, I thought he was going to be in there. Oh, fucking Cooper! I thought he didn't get enough on the header back of the goalkeeper.
Oh, yeah.
Well, people didn't want Hendrick to play tonight, and they got their wish, as we do every week, mate.
Come on, Fabian Schär, man, wake the fuck up. Good recovery. Good recovery.
Cool. He's not that fast though, Bamford.
Madness.
Out wide, Shelby. Fucking get in the game, man, John Joe. Piece of shit.
I think he is Deathbane, yeah. I think he is, mate.
Go on, Miffy. Oh, he's had a shot. Well, it's a shot. It's where I want, but it's a shot.
Well, he's just mad that Hayden can almost play anywhere.
Andrew's adamant that Shah might get sent in the game, the way things are going.
And now he has a moment of brilliance, then he has a moment of stupidity. Like, you give the ball away, brilliant recovery, and then he's had that amazing through ball.
Gabriel Obertan, bloody legend.
I've had 5 attempts, 0 on target.
Who remembers? Oh, class. Unbelievable player.
I remember he scored on his debut, and I thought, not a bad player, yeah.
I know, yeah.
Same as, I'm not going way back, but Stefan Guivarch, World Cup winner.
Yeah, we have loads of French players. Like, do you reckon more French players succeeded when they played for us or failed?
Like, so 50-50 on every. You probably have good and bad 50-50.
You have Debussy.
Debussy was good.
I think we had Benarva.
I think Haidara could have came good if he was just stayed away from injuries.
Yeah, I liked him harder, to be fair.
But he lived for a long time in Newcastle, didn't he?
Yeah, it's a good 4 or 5 years. Go on, Miggy.
He was almost considered a Geordie, I think.
Out wide, Lewis! Can I get out wide? The fucking Lewis, man.
What do you think of Chowdhury with an option to buy? I'm open to anything, Ginger. We're lacking so much in the centre mid at the moment, mate. What about yourself?
No, I wouldn't at the minute. For me, he's similar to. I don't think he'll get ahead of him, but I think it'll be an upgrade on defensive midfield with everyone else.
Yeah.
Is Cisse actually from Senegal or France?
Senegal.
Yeah, Senegal.
Because I know he speaks French though, but
I was going to say, isn't French quite prominent in Senegal anyway?
Yeah.
A lot of African countries speak French. Large
Congo as well. Congo.
Nigeria's huge. Leeds are through again, yeah.
Morocco.
Get it out. Fucking hell, man. Out, press, out.
Has been a long fucking first half, like. Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck off. Look, Illan just went past Almiron and Shelby, man. Oh, just let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. Fucking hell, man. Where's the shout? Just let it go. Oh, give it anyways.
What's he doing, man?
Half time.
Jesus. But that moment just shows you with Ryan Fraser. It shows you there's like almost no communication, or it just doesn't click with the team. On paper, we're a good team, but the communication is probably shit, or there's no chemistry in the team.
It's been a better performance. It has. I mean, there's still a lot of flaws to it. There's still a lot of shitness, but the last 10, 15 minutes, there's still loads of more gears to go to. Got to get more. Got to get Wilson in more. We've got to get Shelby on the ball more.
He should bring Allan really quickly, in my opinion. Because it's just 1-0. You know, we can get a result if we bring in ASM, maybe Anderson. He cannot keep playing like this. Like, just put in Anderson, ASM, take Hendrik out.
Nervous at the back, mind you.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Nervous at the back.
Anyone remember Robert scored that scorpion goal with his heel? Yes. Yes.
Used in goal. That was used in goal. The movie. It's against Phillip.
Is Kabaya still playing, actually? You guys know?
I don't think so. I know you went did you go to Dubai for a period for a year? Went to Palace and he went to Saint Etienne. You might have signed another contract, but you was at Saint Etienne last season. Well, you can take him. You can take him.
I was going to say, a lot of the Villa fans have been sympathising with us, but fair enough. Yeah, if you want him back, by all means. Carlos, appreciate that, James. I watched your local hero documentary today. I had to watch it. I cried. Made me so happy, but also very sad. I need to watch it, to be honest. I do. I need to get some time. Have you watched it, Lee?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I want to watch Mika Richards one. I think that's on. Is that on BT Sport? No, it's on Sky Sports. The Mika Richards one about racism as well. He's done one.
Okay.
So I'm banging into my football documentaries. I love them. Absolutely love them. Love the ones on Amazon. I can literally just binge on about 8 episodes on a belt.
Yeah, I didn't realise how many are on there.
There's also a documentary, right, about the Newcastle fans, isn't it?
That was meant to happen. The ones that you're referring to, not the recent one, not We Are Geordies. There was another one meant to be happening about.
Is that out though?
No, We Are Geordies are out. Yes, because 40s on.
Where can I watch it though? Because I have nearly
DVD. You can get it on Amazon. It's about tenner. It's good watch, mind. But the other one was...
Just send me the download link, please. We transfer.
I think the file might be a bit bigger than 2 gig. Just a bit.
Ollie's asking Ronaldo or Messi, just trying to take the attention off the bollocks that we're watching. Messi for me, mate.
Messi saw him score hat-trick live in the new camp.
So that makes us 3-0. 3-0. Messi all the way.
Fair enough.
Although our team could show the will of Ronaldo.
Don't get me wrong. Ronaldo,
he's dedicated to the game.
Yeah, he's an unbelievably good athlete, but it's just natural.
But he's not really a footballer though by nature.
Yeah. Can we not learn how to work into the box? The goal is 8 for. I don't know. I can't say anything, mate, because it's very true. Ridiculous. Kabay is a free agent. Yeah,
I'll be right back, lads. I turn off my mic when I go to the toilet.
Should put Carroll on if we're going to cross the ball. 45 minutes at home without a shot on target. With Bruce, doesn't matter if we had Ronaldo or Messi, we would lose. Tactically shocking. I agree. Any positives to take from the first half, Lee?
As I touched on, we've had 5 attempts. That's positive. Couple of 2 or 3 of them way off, but going forwards, we look dangerous with Ryan Fraser whipping the balls in. More of that. I think the dynamics will change when ASM comes on because that's just a matter of time. And Fabian Schär coming forward with the ball, bringing it out with defence.
great ball outside the boot of Murphy. Better cross by Murphy, could have gone somewhere. But small positives, but there's a lot of nervousness around the back and a lot of free men, Leeds running. So that's a bit dangerous. And Leeds, if they're a little bit more clinical, could have been 2 up, 3 up, but just got to be careful of that. But it's slightly better, but still not good enough.
Fair enough. Everton fan here. Best Newcastle goal I've ever seen was the volley by Alan Shearer against my team. Sorry to see you having problems. Who would you like to see as a potential new boss? I'd like to see, in the current crop, I'd like to see Eddie Howe. I'd love to see Steven Gerrard, but it's not going to happen.
I'll take their manager.
Yeah. But yeah, it was an unbelievable finish by Alan Shearer, by the way. Unbelievable goal. Come back to yourself on this one, Lee. Thoughts on Remy Cabella?
He's playing the Champions League, and he's playing for St. Petersburg. But similar to Kalvin, struggle in the English game. Remy Cabella got the full season, whereas Kalvin, I think McLaren couldn't look after him because he had 6 months. Yeah, he had that shocking game in the FA Cup, and I think he was substituted in one game near that FA Cup with the game up before, game after, where he played 45 minutes. And he didn't get a single pass on target to his man. I just think McLaren couldn't handle him and sent him out on loan. I think that was a different manager who got the best out of him, stuck by him. I think we could have seen a different player because we've seen he's probably declining a little bit now. But that spell at Marseille for 3 years, he's scoring 15 to 20 goals a season, man. And out of the league, but still a winger doing that, brilliant.
Absolutely. Kabay played Champions League football for this year with Krasnodar.
He's in Turkey.
Remy Cabella was too focused on his hair.
No, that's Lazar.
Why don't you have a score clock?
Good question, actually.
I've tried it. We have got one. It's just I don't know. We don't see it as a massive thing, but like I said, if people do want it.
The score is on the title of the video because I update it first half, second half. So the title right now is saying halftime live, Newcastle 0, Leeds 1. So it's in the title.
Yeah. And we change it week in, week out with layouts and things, mate. So sometimes it will be there, sometimes it's not. It's there's a lot of things.
I think if it was scorecard, though,
the thing
we
is,
have to be on the same.
And not just that, but people don't realise that as little as that is, those things cost a lot of money unless you can really good at making them yourself. Like the software is really expensive.
Have you tried, Carl, putting a countdown timer instead backwards? Because I've got one of them where it counts down from 10 minutes to 0.
Yeah, because I've got one, mate, that will go to 45 minutes, but then after that, like because it's free software, it just goes up to like an hour, if that makes sense.
Oh, could you not count it downwards instead of like say 45 minutes, count it down?
Yeah, I could do that.
It's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Where is Jordi Sencaster?
He was in the comments in the first hour.
Scary thing is here, lads, we were getting beat from a team that's not even playing well. True, but they're a better side than what we are this season, aren't they, mate? Give them some credit.
We're not out of it. I don't think we're out of this game yet.
Yeah, Lee said it all along too, Matt, as well. They're going to give us opportunities, aren't they? Because their defence is their weak point.
So Rath, Manquillo, Matty Longstaff, Saint-Maximin, Richie, Carroll, Joe Linton and Gale. So you've got some options on the bench. What's Brandon showing us?
I don't know.
No, I'm just sharing the video on my Facebook.
What are your honest opinions on Callum Wilson? Who would you rather prefer for Euros, Wilson or Bamford? I think Callum Wilson is a better all-round player, personally. I think he makes brilliant runs, and with the right players around him, he's a good goal scorer. But Patrick Bamford was in form. He's not been scoring as much lately, I don't think. So I wouldn't, I genuinely, no disrespect to Leeds fans, but I wouldn't have Bamford at Newcastle, personally.
A tough one because it's one season, isn't it? Whereas Wilson has done it at Bournemouth.
Because let's not forget, Bamford wasn't great at Borough either, was he? And
he wasn't great at any of the Championship sides either.
No. Ciaran Fraser looked very good. Looked good. Feel sorry for Hayden playing out of position again. Absolutely, Anthony. I agree with you on that, mate. Oh wait, never mind. Not goodbye. Villafan here. Your team is better than what is showing right now. This is all too familiar from a Bruce team. Hope you turn this game around and win. Appreciate that, mate. As we said, you guys know it all too well how it is under Steve Bruce. Honestly, the Leeds documentary is quality. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch all of these. To be fair,
Leeds one is it's the Leeds one where there's a key moment in that. I don't want to put a spoiler in, but they're trying to sign what do you call him, Matt James from what do you call him, Man United winger who's there now. So they're trying to get
Danny James.
Yeah, that's it. So they're trying to get James signed, and the director of football is he's Italian. I think he's Italian, and starts crying.
Good fair point from Zach.
He's Italian. He starts crying because he didn't get the signing over the line, which is just you just don't have stuff like that.
Mm.
The Man City one's intriguing because Pep Guardiola's he's like a proper strict headmaster.
Is it?
Oh, he's proper demanding.
I've watched the Spurs one. That's the only one I've watched. I haven't watched, and I've watched the Sunderland ones to laugh at them. No offense, Sunderland fans, if you're anyone. No, they've got
Sunderland ones. Not seen them ones.
I watched the Sunderland one and the Tottenham one, but not the Leeds. Is it on Netflix as well? That one.
Amazon.
Oh no, it's in Prime, right?
Yeah.
You were still in this. We need another goal. First 20 minutes are critical. Next goal dictates everything. Good channel this, Geordies. Can you get Cabbage on your channel given that you fans are not media? Well, we could try, couldn't we? But I'm sure we get shut down straight away.
Jordi Sancaster in the Senate, what do you guys think of the game so far? Because you guys have been quiet all night.
Score clock is like Bruce. Sometimes there, most of the time disappears down the kebab shop. We'll sort it. We'll sort it. Not a bad job. Bruce moves from club to club, doing a crap job, but he gets 2 to 3 million to leave up the. I know. It's crazy, isn't it, Austin? Villa boys through a cabbage at Bruce. Hola, desde
Colombia.
Does that mean I'm from Colombia? Hello, I'm from Colombia.
Hola, desde Colombia.
Good to meet you. One-sided clock is all you need to record how many again. This is true. It would be less work. Wouldn't have to put as many goals on the Newcastle side. Where are we? I can't lie. I feel bad for you lot coming from a Leeds fan perspective. Lots of Leeds fans in here showing us some love. We appreciate it. But don't feel sorry for scoring against us. By the way, you got to support your team. Enjoy it. There's enough of us to feel the misery.
We would love to have you score 3 or 4 more. Maybe that leads Bruce out of the club. I'm just hoping.
Yeah, hopefully. You make any changes at half time?
Allan Saint-Maximin?
Yes,
Already.
And then probably later than the hour mark, I'll go an extra striker. I'll go Gale. Gale and Wilson.
But yeah, you would do Gale, not Carroll. As we get now, finally we get some balls in.
No, I'll stretch Leeds defence. Bread and butter, heading balls. I know Carroll will win his fair share, but stretching the defence needs to put gaps on the counter.
Bruce in a dressing gown at NFTV. What an image! Just imagine how much stick you'd all give him in the comments, though. He'd just disconnect after like 20 seconds.
But seriously, who comes in a dressing gown on stream? Who does that?
Also, be surprised tonight who's on there.
Ah, come on. Really? Someone start drilling. My neighbors. It's 8 o'clock in the evening now. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
What time does it get dark over there?
5.
That's a bit later now. I've started to realise.
So 4 p.m.
We're talking about how time that it goes dark. About 4:30 now. I've realised now up here. 4:30 roughly now. It used to be around about 10.
We actually have a curfew as well now in the Netherlands. 9 o'clock. It's all.
Wow, we have actually curfew.
Yeah, we have a curfew. But I got creative. I have a Uber bag and I have a Uber app for Uber Eats. So sometimes I can get creative. pretending I'm driving for Uber Eats.
I'm an Uber driver.
No, we don't have that in Alkmaar though. We only have Uber Eats here. Come on. Stop drilling, man.
Oh, that's a tasty game tonight. Inter versus Milan.
Oof. Same stadium.
Thinking about his girlfriend. Here he is. I was wondering where you were, mate. Wondering where you were, Abraxas. I thought you'd be active in here, bud. Yeah, I don't know if you've watched Oscar over on our channel as well, mate. If not, check it out.
It's first comment of the night, isn't it, for Abraxas?
Yeah, I think so, from what I've seen.
I see him often in previous streams as well.
Villa challenging for Europe. I know it's mad, isn't it? Mad.
Yeah, we're going underway second half.
Oh yeah, Brucey, what you got in your sleeve? What you got left in your sleeve?
Come on.
Show me your tickets.
Instead of interviewing Steve Bruce, how about interviewing a cabbage? You would get more sense. Yeah, I think maybe we'll do that next stream. Actually,
we'll just have a cabbage, put a smile on it.
Should we do it?
And have a sign. Well, you know, and make a green screen.
I think we should do it. Actually, that'd be funny.
Oh, Lewis, man, what are you doing, man, Lewis?
Where did you go, lad?
Chronicle claim Bruce is staying until the end of the season. Is that true? I think they're basing it off the fact that we brought in Graham Jones. I can't see that being the case personally, but I wouldn't be surprised at the same time.
You're 1-0 down again.
Hasn't Murphy been any good this season? He was unreal for us in the Championship last season, but by the sounds of it, Bruce isn't much of a fan of him. I think he's just struggled with consistency because he's so in and out the side, mate. Bruce doesn't play him enough.
Doesn't even play 2 games in a row.
I hope we win, but you guys play the second half after this fixture. We don't need to be on opposite sides anymore. True, mate. Come on, the tune.
How about get it?
Because they expect riots in Alkmaar.
Be interesting. We get beat fair. The war flags will be outside again tonight.
Yeah. Been a Newcastle fan all my life. I wasn't old enough to see the football in the 90s from Newcastle, but my favourite Newcastle team was 0203. Who's your favourite Newcastle squad in the Premier League? Lee, yourself?
That's a good point. I love Bobby's teams, the Champions Leagues. Love Keegan's. John Joe Shelby. What's he just done there? He's fucking shite. But Bobby's, because I was a teenager, so I remember it more vivid. And I spoke to Bobby Robson 3 times, and he told me off as well. Told us to take that with me memory.
He told you off?
He told us off because I was trying to get his signature. I was 14 at the time. I was trying to get his signature, and he was ignoring us. He's going around all the other kids signing their autographs, and he came back to me and went, "What's a magic word?" And he's like, voice that he's got, and I just looked at him and I was like, please, and he said, "Sorry, that wasn't very difficult, boy." And then he signed it, and then he couldn't let go of the paper, and I said, "Oh, thank you." I said, "That's it." And then I seen him in Eldon Square as well with Elsie, and I bumped into him, and I didn't notice I hadn't no whereabouts where I was. I was getting Steve Harper's autograph. I'll lead you through here. I'll pause here. Rafinha. Oh, good block. Get up, get up, get up! What's happened? Oh, he's given a free kick. I thought he'd give a goal. Has he give a goal?
Oi.
Oh, he's given a free kick. I thought
free kick, yeah. I think it was in though. At least giving a free kick.
Yeah, Trevor, it's supposed to be just a coaching role, I believe.
What's happening then? Handball.
Oh, it's more than in though.
Must be. I've got it on silent. That's why I can't hear.
Yeah, it was handball. It was a handball.
Yeah. So I was saying. So Steve Harper pinched me pen, and I was just walking off to the team coach. I didn't know it was the team coach. So he's walking on. He steps on the bus, and I just totally forgot what my whereabouts was. So I stepped on the bus, and Bobby Robson was sat right in the front of the bus, and I just froze. And I was like, and I just turned around. I didn't know why. I just turned around, walked back off. Didn't see my pen back, like. Yeah,
brilliant.
Steve, I'm still after my pen, mate.
Yeah. I was going to say, probably get in touch with him.
What was that story again? That was it your ex-girlfriend or your girlfriend you have now? Some ex-Storm player was writing your.
My ex-girlfriend Natalie used to babysit Rolanda Aaron's kid.
Rolanda Aarons.
Here's a good story. Geordie Sancaster said, I played golf with Bob Robson at Bisham Abbey before England, and John Barnes scored his wonder goal just after he dropped Keegan from the England squad. Wow.
Well, listen, that goal by John Barnes. He's referring to the Brazil goal. Away from home.
That's why Geordie Sancaster is my friend, because all my friends are hanging around with famous people, That's why. That's crazy, though, that he met.
Call your cameras fuzzy, mate.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, he's gone out. He'll come back in.
Probably his battery is dying, I guess. Is that making your quality less good if your battery is dying?
I don't know. Carl's got more gadgets than I've got, and I thought I was gadget freak.
You got a good setup though now. Actually, it's not too busy.
I've got Carl, you're much more clearer. Yeah, I've got about 4 walls I can play with. I've got this behind us. I've got the signed footballs. I've got the flag. I've got the green screen. I've got 4 walls to play with. So just change it up a little bit. I do want to use the green screen a bit more.
Yeah, where's your green screen actually, Carl?
Just shoved down in the corner there, mate. I'm trying a few different things before I get one thing set that I want to do, basically.
Right. So you don't want to use it every week, or just?
No, I will do. I'm just gonna kind of work things out, like just working with After Effects and stuff with these animations.
Right. Because I liked it, looked professional as well. When you had the green screen on with the Newcastle Brown Hill, as well with the fridge and shit. Look good.
It's just trying to do it but make it look like it's an actual room, if that makes sense. Because sometimes they look too green screeny.
I like the Goldbridge setup. I call it the Goldbridge.
Some people have a green screen, and it almost looks like they're sitting into the stadium.
Got a corner,
just inside. There you go.
Do you lads play football? If you do, then how good are you? I used to play semi-professional when I was 21 for Worcester City. Broke my leg. No, not 21. 18, 19 I was. And then I moved to Bournemouth and got into loads of alcohol and got fat. That was it. So I used to be all right, but I'm probably pretty shit now. Lee, yourself? You used to play football? You still play football?
Occasionally. Obviously lockdown happened for a while, for over a year now, but play a lot of five-a-side. Our team actually, we used to play in the Washington League in the five-a-side next door Asda, and we won our league. Actually, we only lost 1 game, but I do that. Earlier I played in goal, very flexible. I got scouted for Newcastle United, believe it or not, when I was 14 as well, and they said I was too small. I was devastated. I was only 14, been about 5'1", 5'2" at that age.
Yeah,
because
what's that like in centimeters?
I don't know. I'm 5'9" now, but I was about 5'1", 5'2" at the time, and I was devastated. Had a letter back in the post saying I'd been unsuccessful because of my height. I was crushed. I played right wing as well because I could do the 100 meters in just over 10 seconds.
That was always the same with me, mate. 'Cause when we were younger, I mean. Like people my age and obviously your age, when we were younger, it was always a lot of it was based on height. I remember I had a couple of academy days at Coventry and stuff like that, and that always came into equation. It was just crap because you wouldn't get it now, would you? Especially the likes of Messi, who's probably one of the smallest footballers.
Yeah, if he's done well there, get a yellow card and win a free kick back, mind nicking the ball back. Shelby's got a freak at the right hand side. Come on.
I was close to to the first squad of my local team. I was in the second team, but I always played right back. I always did. And my brother actually was goalkeeper. He got scouted by Asset Alkmaar.
Jamal Lascelles, another header, just gone wide.
Wow.
Again, another chance.
Right.
Not on target, mind, but it's a chance again.
I could have maybe played for Newcastle as a right back, thinking about it.
That keeper does make errors, mind, and our Leeds love him, that Meslier, but he's just passed the ball straight to Wilson there in the 25.
They love him because he's young.
Yes, mate. Definitely.
Worcester sauce. Do Walker still make them crisp?
I don't think so.
I haven't seen them in a while. They were purple, weren't they?
Yeah.
Purple.
Yeah, someone is hitting me to my wall.
It'd be called Lays over and Holland, I would imagine.
That's ridiculous. Ryan Fraser stands at 5'4". Mate, it was a massive thing when we were kids. When you were in academies, like your height, mate, played a massive thing. It really did.
It was because I was in goal. That's probably why. But I played right wing, and I was saying I could do 100 meters just over 10. I mean, I couldn't now. I could just do it over 10 seconds. So I was really, really quick.
We're on to Walker's flavours. Smoky bacon for the win. What's your favourite? It's cheese and onion for me.
Yeah, but Pringles, if you put a box of Pringles in there, I'll just eat it all. I'm a pig. I'll eat them all. I'll eat them all in 10 minutes.
I like the Pringles barbecue.
I could just eat Pringles. Klitsch for Olioski leads his second change. Talented player, the Polish.
Man.
What we've got? Watching on, don't think Bruce was ever going to get a fair chance by Newcastle fans. Every one of them loves Rafa, and when Bruce, it was always going to be difficult for him. But I will be honest, mate. A lot of us wanted to give him a chance. Like the Sunderland stuff, for me, like a lot of us when it first come about, but it didn't really stick with anyone. I think we're the same, Lee. Like we all wanted to get behind him. Do you know what I mean?
I found it hard to accept him when he first come in, but you give him that chance.
Yeah,
same as McLaren, give him the chance, and when it just doesn't. So I'll always give someone a chance. Some fans won't. I did. The performances even last season was shocking, despite us pulling up some great results. But now the performances are they've caught up with the results now.
Yeah.
Great tackle! What a tackle that is by Wilson. No, it wasn't. It was. Go on, Nicky! Go on! Oh, yes! We've scored! What a fucking bella! We've got a goal on the channel, everyone!
Fuck me up.
I've got electrical equipment.
Get in, man.
I've got electrical equipment, yeah.
I like to score as well. He deserved it, like.
You just squared that water all over your computer and stuff.
All our electrical equipment. What a fucking belter.
Right, everyone needs to donate because Lee's just fucked all of his equipment.
Seriously, out of all the players who you want to score, it's Miggy the most.
I thought the keeper saved it. That's why it was like a delayed reaction when he shot. I thought, go on, Miggy, go on. And then, I thought the keeper had saved it, but it goes in the back of the net.
Which fucker is going to drill into the wall at 8 o'clock in the evening? 8:15.
Are you fucking up, Brandon?
I said one more. But
I have no idea who my neighbors it is. It can be upstairs, can be on the left, on the right. Well, it sounds from the left, but
go knock on the door. Can't say in a Geordie accent. Who? I'm fucking subscribing I'm streaming to 24,000 subscribers. Shut the fuck up.
I've streamed to 24 fucking subscribers. Shut the fuck up, man.
1,000, make me get the 1,000 in there. Not 24.
Are you fucking in like? Hoey, you fucking get away that drill. Or I'm gonna fuck you up.
I tell you, Leeds give you chances.
Majority accent is shite.
What a goal, Bruce.
You know, it literally took me a month when I was living in Newcastle to understand the accent.
Fucking brilliant by Isaac Hayden there. Well done, Miggy. See, Miggy high presses. I like that. It's doing injured now.
If you can get in Maximin now as well, we can win this somehow.
Yeah, Jay Atlanta will be happy. Obviously, the affiliation with Miggy. Bamford's coming off. Bamford's off for young Roberts. Interesting.
Charlie, that's Bruce kept in the job till April. It might be. Yeah.
That's Leeds. All Leeds subs have done. I'm surprised they took Bamford off.
But to be fair, Bamford did fuck all this game. Maybe had one shot on goal, so kind of understanding.
I just fuck me that feeling of scoring a goal.
But I was right actually. We finally scored from an open field goal.
I know. John, you've got to do better, man, John Joe. Get up. Well done. Hayden's having a bit of a blind eye the last hours. I mean the last 45 minutes or so.
Good defending ourselves. Klich. Imagine if you could have a player like Klich in our midfield.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Oh, you should have played him in, Miggy, man.
Liam might need to get a new T-shirt printed.
Oh, yes. Liam's going to get some stick tonight.
And you kind of blame the people as well for giving him stick.
He runs a lot.
Maybe you bastards, you just runs a lot.
He runs a lot. Oh, shit.
Maybe you bastards, you just run a lot. Oh, come on, just stop. What is he doing, man? Like that.
Oh, how weird, man. Where's the right back there? Leeds has scored.
Again?
Be this loud. Oh, is it? It's been given?
Has it been given?
Oh, fucking hell, man.
Has it been given?
I think so, yeah.
Fuck.
Got no right back.
No.
There you are, Robbie. 2-1.
Harrison.
Shit.
What's going on here?
There's no man there whatsoever. He's onside. Oh, Murphy's man's a great finish, mind you.
Slow from side.
Oh, free man there.
Well, at least we get some happiness for 5 minutes.
Is that Murphy?
It's Murphy because Hayden's got someone, so you've got to look at Murphy. Where are you positioned? The hell of a finish, mind. That's twice he scored 2 goals against him.
But normally we're okay in defending, but tonight we are shite.
Look very nervous defensively.
Just back to backs, man. Oh, fuck off out of club. Seriously, man.
It's a great finish, but you cannot leave a winger free inside the box. But like I say, it's a great finish.
It's a joke. We are a joke now on the Bruce.
Oh, and get ASM on. It's time now. Fabian share all the time in the world. Go on, Illan. Play him in, Shelby. Shelby's in the left-hand side. Go on. Oh. Rolled it back and it went to the defender. That's because of Fabian Shea breaking up.
Curva. Piccio.
Fucking hell, Fabian Shea. Go on, son. He's back at it again.
At least the game is a little bit more lively now and more fun to watch, at least.
Murphy's had a shot that's just went our.
Oh, imagine if that one would go in for Murphy.
Fabian Shea's like it's not far wide, mind that. Fucking hell.
Would be a screamer, I like.
Spins off.
It reminds me of Cisse's goal, sort of.
Oh, I was gonna hope John would have shot.
What minute are you two on, by the way?
63.
Okay.
I'm 63 as well, but 17 seconds. You're probably around 35, Lee. Now?
30 now.
Head up, lads. Ben, appreciate that, mate. Thank you so much. Lee can put that towards his equipment. That he's just knackered with his bottle of water.
Appreciate it, get a donation every time Newcastle scores from open goal.
ESM is coming on. Murphy off.
Oh, nice. Murphy up? I don't understand that, though.
Well, he's just cost him a goal defensively, but
Why not take Hendrik off or Jonjo?
It's been better. We've managed to see a goal, mate. So that's always a positive. But we've had a few chances.
West Ham are 3-1 up.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Come on then. Leeds a little bit all over the place defensively at the minute.
Got to be happy with it, as we've got to be, mate.
Oh, come on, ESM. You got to be stronger there, son. Oh, Lewis is out of position again. Rafinha's coming inbound. Oh, fucking hell. Well done, Darlow. God, Lewis defensively, all over, man. So Rafinha pulls it back and Harrison gets a little tiny little nick on it, but Darlow stretches it, saves it, smothers it. How are you, Sam? You can't do it all, man. You've got to pass the ball. That's twice now he's lost the ball.
I like the way we're playing tonight. More fun and more energy. Would you agree with that, Lee? You feel similar?
Better,
yeah.
Go on, Sam. Go on, Lewis, hit it! Oh, you fucking shit, man. Fuck off. Oh, fuck off. And ESM can't even believe that. Fuck's sake. Keep the fucking shot down, man. Keep it down.
What?
He's inside the box on the left side, and he fucking fires at our. Fuck's sake, man. What a chance that was.
Want to come on stream? Come.
No.
Hey.
Oh.
Say hi to Lee and Carl.
Ciao. So yeah, Lee, Sam.
Lee is not Sam. It's not Sam.
No.
No, Carl. In the middle is Carl.
Cal.
Yeah.
Hi, Cal.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Yeah, they say hi to you.
Enjoy it.
Okay.
Are we pet like?
Still on.
She's gone. Just in time, I think.
On the corner, yeah. Leeds have done all their subs. There's another goal in this, you know. There's another goal.
That's right, people.
How?
What is the last?
Oh, Lascelles again, getting on the end of it.
It's third time. It's third time. I tell you now.
He's hit the bar. He's hit the bar. He's hit the top of the bar. Right to corner though.
In the 80th minute, Lascelles going to score from a set piece with his head.
I skimmed the top of the bar. The scent blood, yeah.
So?
Oh, didn't get done on the counter. Take one for the team.
I think it's old.
Oh, fucking hell, man. Lascelles is out of position now. Take one for the team, man. Take a yellow. Keeper. Oh, fucking hell, man. ESM didn't fucking think, he's gone past two players. Fair enough. Got to release it. Release it. Release the ball, man. Release it, ESM. He's giving the ball away again. We do his foul. We have a point kick. It's got to be John Joe this.
He wants too much, ASM. He wants to show too quickly that he's there again. He's forcing it, in my opinion. Don't you guys think so?
Yeah.
He also doesn't look happy, though.
I don't think Wilson and ASM link up well, despite them being great talent, both of them. I'm yet to be convinced.
But Lewis, what Lewis Barton say, like, yes, it looks more positive, but to be fair, it's only also because Leeds doesn't play that well.
Fabian Schär's taking this.
I wouldn't be too delighted about the play.
Oh, he's hit the fucking wall. Why is it? Oh, lift it, man. Lift it. Fabian Schär's just had a volley from 35 yards. Straight.
At least it's shot and goal.
Fabian Schär's be more of a threat than what Callum Wilson has.
At least it's a shot and goal for the statistics. So Bruce can say, at least you tried if you look to the shots on target.
Yeah, he's had a good game so far, Schär going forward.
Yeah. But he had it already for a long time that he sometimes just came out of
second half. Second half, I've had 43% of the possession now, so it's better, but it's still way under that we need. Oh, Lewis, man, what you doing, man? Fucking hell, man.
Jane Atlanta coming again. Give it to Jonjo. Come on. Oh. Chuck.
Was Hendrick still on the pitch?
No.
I haven't seen him. I really haven't seen him.
He's on the ball now. Just haven't seen him for ages.
You don't know what he's playing. He's playing high and seek.
Could have a big Matty into there, bit of energy into that midfield. Because it's about that Fabian Schär's outperforming Jeff Hendrick and Jonjo Shelvey going forward.
How would Hendrick be in the dressing room? You think he is some character, or he's just?
Oh, well, that's a yellow card, man. How is that not a free kick? Wilson, it was a foul on Wilson there, but he's fucking gone down a bit over the top theatrically.
It's already a foul on Miggy, in my opinion.
I know it looked a foul on Miggy, but it was a bit closer in, though. It's got to be Jonjo, this.
Can he for once hit the ball right? He looks injured. Or, no, he's fine.
I still think there's a goal in this,
It's in a good place, though. It's not too far out.
Gotta be a
Alan's
shot
at the wheel. Like I've had enough of seeing you bullshit comments. To be fair, so we're just gonna block you from the chat because you just want.
Don't block him. Don't give him that respect, Carl. Don't block him.
Mate, he's just talking.
Don't give him that respect, man. Oh, yeah. If you block him, he got exactly what he wants.
Yeah, but then we ain't got to put up with his bollocks anymore.
Fuck it, man. You can ignore him. It's just, he talks loads of crap. And they're just Man United fans, so who cares?
Man United fans should hate Leeds. They should be wanting Newcastle to win. Surely.
That's why he's not a true Man United fan, isn't it?
This Man United fans should hate.
Go on, Wilson.
Most Man United fans should hate Man United.
Get a shot on target, man. Christ.
Oh, yeah, Wilson. Aye.
Out of possession, Leeds are so deep at the minute, and they're playing just on the counter. You're not getting a handball for that, ASM. Play on. This is the further. Don't lose the ball there, Lascelles. Fuck's sake, man.
Die. Keep doing, man. Fuck you.
Oh, let's get another sub on. How about Bruce?
Rodrigo hasn't been up to much, to be fair, today.
I'll put another striker on. Fuck it. To fall at the back. Leeds are just sitting on the counter very deep when they're out of possession and then look really, really strong bursting forward.
Carl, did you block him?
Yeah, some of the people in the chat wanted me to as well. Usually it don't bother me, but you know when someone's just talking rubbish, like I'm all fine with banter and stuff, but like he was just talking utter crap.
Mate, you should be on the Facebook team. You get used to it quickly enough.
It's not to me. It's just everyone in the chat.
Mm. If it was on me, I wouldn't give him the respect. Probably give him a free membership to our channel. So he can see me skinny dipping.
Well, we've got 15 minutes with stoppages, so
for a Man United fan, I would go skinny dipping and show me ass to him. I get it.
Release it, ESM now. Release it. Get that wide. He's lost the ball again. Wilson's picked it up though. Corner. Wilson's done well there.
Yes. Quick feeds again though. Quick feeds again from.
He's doing Greg Gill coming on.
For who? For Hayden?
Don't know. Corner's going to be taken first.
No, I don't think that's sad to want a draw against Leeds, mate. That's about where we are.
Shelby's just had ahead of him. Keep us pushing out of the ball.
Oh, good save.
Hendrick has been poor this season. When you watch his work rate at Burnley was good, but at Newcastle was pissed.
It's actually Phillips.
Does it respect the manager like Sean Dyke and not respect him, Bruce? Thoughts? Yeah, maybe, Ben. Maybe it does come down to that.
Corner again.
It would make sense.
Hard to goal kick.
You're not going to work as hard if you're not on board with what your manager's saying, are you?
Corner again.
Anyway.
Fraser off, Illan.
Fraser off. Come on, man. Wait.
Interesting.
I think Fraser had a good game.
4-4-2, you reckon?
Probably. What else?
Yeah,
I think he will play 4-2-3-1.
Up top, I reckon. Hayden will come up in midfield, or it's 5-3-2. It'll be one of the, it's got to be 4-4-2. It can't be 5 still.
Question for yourself, Lee. Would you keep any player if we went down, seeming as they don't look like they know how to attack?
You'd probably want to. Yeah, but it wouldn't realistically, would you? I think what you tend to find when you go down is that a lot of the fringe players become first-team players next season because the quality's dropped, and then you'll get a couple of additional signings. Last 5 minutes, we've had 76% possession.
How hilarious would it be if we get relegated again and Bournemouth goes up again and Wilson just goes back to Bournemouth? It would be hilarious. Say together with Ryan.
Honestly, I think we should bring Carroll on in on coaching staff once he's retired. So much experience at so many different clubs, and he's a scary man. I don't think it would be a bad shout. That's something he'd explore.
He was to help John, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Whoa. Don't you think he would already be trying to get his papers as a manager? He must be busy already with what he's gonna do after his career. Football career.
I'd like to think he was looking at something. I don't know whether it would be management. Maybe coaching.
I don't think it would be that bad though. That's true what people say, that he's in the dressing room like.
If we don't score and we get beat, I think this is a bit of a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Because we've had a few chances.
I understand where you're coming from with that, Bradley.
Yeah.
I would personally rather. I don't want us to get relegated, but if there was a guaranteed change to the whole infrastructure, then Don't know.
That's yeah. I agree with you, Carl. But it's just a shit situation to choose from, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we're gonna get taken over, if we get relegated, then yes. But who wants his club to be relegated? You know.
That comment there wasn't Fabian Schär's fault. The first goal. Because remember, it was pulled back for Rafinha. It's Jamal Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to point the finger at the first goal.
Who's in the running for the championship at the moment? Brentford.
Swansea are quite high up. I don't take much attention to it, to be honest.
No, normally. I think I might have to, though. Graham James
Okay.
interim boss till the end of the season.
How's Sunderland doing? Are they going up to the Prem again next season? Sunderland going up to the Prem again. Are they doing okay in the Championship?
Oh, Wilson, get it under control, man.
Oh wait, they're not in it, of course. I bet. Hey, it could be a chance, like.
Oh, if Wilson got that under control, he's got a shot on goal.
Probably goal. He knows to control that.
If there was a guaranteed change of infrastructure, then I'd take relegation. That's what I said or meant, Alexander. I didn't mean to say I don't know to that.
Well, I don't know.
No, come on! Like, how can you say okay? We wanted to get taken over, but who wants this club to be relegated? So that's why I'm saying that I don't know.
Yeah,
I think if you get relegated from the Premier League with COVID, I think you're fucked.
I do agree, though. We have to get a change. So, maybe if it guarantees us to get taken over, if we relegate, okay, you'll probably take it, but. Who's going to buy us if you get relegated?
Coming forward again. Hit it! Oh, keeper saved it. Wilson. Oh. Good save by the keeper from Fabian Schär there. Jamal Lascelles getting forward now. Hit it. Come on, Wilson.
James wants to know how long you've spoken English, Brandon.
Just a week.
Does James let you know everybody in Holland speaks English? It's a second language. It's a good shot there. Fabian Schär doing what Jeff Hendrick and John Joe Shelby should be doing every game.
Oh, it's a good chance, like.
Why do you swear in Czech, Brandon?
Because I speak Czech. Mluvím česky, ty vole. Rozumíš? Or should I say rozumíte?
Free kick to Newcastle again. Yes,
now my girlfriend comes out. You only speak Slovan, not Czech. Someone on the group chat asked why you swear in Czech. No, tak.
Come on.
Sorry, guys.
Dwight Gale's taking this one. Remember the Redden free kick in the Championship? There's the same kind of distance.
Hey, if he got the confidence and he's banging it in, any worries?
Right, it's interesting because we've seen Shelby have one, Fabian Schär's had one, and now Dwight Gale's going to have a pop.
Shelby has
learned something new.
Hasn't been great with his crosses at all.
Come on, Gale, lad.
Yes, I do. Okay, can you go back to the same comment again? On rozumíš česky, tak. Jak to?
What are you talking about?
No, he says, I asked him, do you understand? I said, I speak Czech. Do you understand? And he said, yes, I do. So I'm asking him, like, how do you understand Czech?
Come on, let's nick a goal.
chuck another striker on, bring Andy on, just go for it, man. Fuck it.
Yeah, agreed.
Nothing to lose, isn't it?
100%. Can you imagine what his press conference is going to be like?
I'll be actually quite disappointed if we don't get a result because I just feel there's so many chances that we've had.
Well, you shut up. The game's not over yet. Like,
I know it's not over, but you probably got what? Fabian Schär, man, he's like a man possessed tonight. Go on, Gail. That's not a penalty, Gail. Get up.
aye, good man. Boy. Schär's playing pretty nice. Pretty good, actually.
He's the contender for man of the match, Fabian Schär.
Aye. For once, it's not normal.
He just said something to Fabian Schär there. Oh, get up, man. Get the fuck up, man. Look at you, pathetic piece of fucking worm. Fucking worm. That's what you are.
Ah, the cockot.
Fucking worm.
The cockot.
You absolute... Well fucking done. Taylor's actually booked him for the fucking theatrics.
Aye.
And now Fabian Schär's been booked for the
Can you come? Some of the fans, Jordi Sancaster, say your girlfriend is beautiful. So if you can say thank you to Jordi, just say Jordi Sancaster. Thank you so much for the compliment. Jordi Sancaster.
Jordi Sancaster.
Yeah, yeah, this one. See, Brandon's lady is beautiful.
Thank you so much. It's nice. Enjoy.
And what did Sam say?
He said
no. Sam Robertson. I live in the Czech Republic. Bydlím v České republice. My father's from the UK and support Newcastle. Ale odkud jste? Česko? Který město? Sam or Liam call like what the fuck is going on? Anyway,
we just leave call.
Yeah.
With you all, maybe outside. Phil. Hello there. I just know which voice it is. Like, well, hello.
What's the Fabian Schär's? Fuck. What's the point in to take?
Let's go. Jordi Sancaster is blushing. You know, like he's always on my side. You know, Jordi Sancaster. Yeah. Maybe you should write him a love letter. Maybe he subscribes again for another month. As paying member, yeah.
Oh, get Fabian Schär back on the pitch, man.
Yeah, I agree with this, Bradley. I think if we fall into the relegation zone, then that's when I'll look at sacking him.
Like, if you look at the table, we kind of already are in that place, isn't it?
Yeah, tomorrow's game will be interesting.
Yeah, that's true though. Like Prague, it's never got destroyed by a Second World War, so that's why it's like you're walking into like 50 years ago, or how many years ago, whatever. I live like 30 minutes from Prague. Right. I've got friends all over Czech Republic. I got friends in Ústí, Teplice, Ostrava, Prague, Olomouc, Přerov. Not in Pilsen though.
James, it's 3-1. No, I don't think it is, mate. Lee's bang up to date, so.
So live 30 minutes from Prague.
No, it's not 3-1. 2-1.
Architecture being the 10 out of 10 women.
So Sam, if you live 30 minutes away from Prague, do you live in Kladno by any chance? Just a guess. Or Kralupy nad Hladnou?
Oh, Wilson, calm yourself, Dune, man.
Dune or down?
Dune.
Wait, the first month I lived in Newcastle, I had really problems with understanding the Geordie accent. I couldn't get used to it. But finally, after a while, I started understanding.
Is this stat correct? Is it? This will be his 250th loss in 450 Prem games, Bruce.
Could be a milestone. I seen one earlier that someone said it was 200. So,
all right.
What was the stat again, Carl? 250 is lost in how many games?
450 Prem games. I don't know if that's true.
Was it shown on BT?
I'm a bit behind you, mate. Someone just sent it me.
Yeah, fair player.
Ooh, that could have been in. Deflected off Lascelles. I think it deflected off Lascelles' hand, actually.
Wow, good play, man. He keeps it to himself. Good try from Koch.
Yeah, hit his hands like. It's not a penalty like.
No, I didn't bend so. To jest kim jest pesnicy? Nebo radši jest w Prahu.
I'm sure that's sarcastic, Charles. I'm just going to double check. Is that sarcastic comment?
Oh, let's go. Let's get on the counter. Howie, move.
Oh, good save, Adolo.
200th Premier League. Fair enough.
Fabian Schnelli scored an own goal. 4 minutes. 4 minutes of stoppages. Brandon, you're sending me a clip.
Oh, I do. Sam, yeah. This is for you. Sam, this is in my living room. So, I love Czech Republic. Just wanted to show it. Real quickly to him. Got a book, mate? The clip.
Done too much. ESM done too much and he's given away the ball again. He had about 4 men in the box there as well.
Is it fair enough to expect anything from ASM after not even one game?
No, it's a good and the bad.
Last week he played 20 minutes. Now he played 25?
Yeah, when he's good, it looks brilliant, but you have to take it with him, unfortunately. That when he'll give the ball away because he's a luxury player.
Sam.
He's had a shocking game.
Sam said was true. What Sam said was true to Jody Sancaster. You can take it back. Go.
What's that? Sorry, mate.
The comment of Sam to Jody Sancaster.
Which one?
About Czechoslovakian girls.
Oh, right, okay.
Swedish girls, man. That's where you want to be.
Jane Orlando knows a lot. Pilsen will go. Czech beer. It's great. I got loads of Czech beers. This is all my Czech beers.
What was that first one? Was that Brunel?
Newcastle Brown Ale, wasn't that Czech?
Of course.
Brunel.
Give me a headache, that did. I used to drink far too many of those.
I had to get used to it, to be fair, in the beginning when I started living in Newcastle, but after a while, it's pretty nice.
Yeah,
but it's not a beer. But if you drink it, for me at least, the first time I drank it, it was kind of weird because it got that sort of caramel flavor to it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Not from myself, mate. I don't. Lee, do you know, or Brandon? Either of you know anything about Chetra?
What Bruce is hinting on is that it's teams in the FA Cup are looking to get on loan. So I can't say Williams coming in. Maybe a free agent at the end of the season. That's it.
But I've read in the Dutch media actually that Willems has been offered, or Newcastle has asked about Willems, and he seems interested. But I think it's probably just because he is now on a free agent. I think.
Yeah, he's allowed
just about his wages.
Yeah, he's allowed to speak to European clubs. I think he's played his first game all season, not too long. I think it was last week. So he's back. He's fully fit now. However, you've got 30 seconds just to get it up the pitch. Bruce will play on the fact of the performance tonight. But the stats don't lie. That now it's now 11 games.
How long?
33.
Blew it. He's blew
How long
it.
can he survive? How long can he survive? And Lampard gets sacked after how many games? 6? Was it 6? Right? Fucking hell, man. What a joke. And we could have taken at least 1 point, to be fair. Like,
felt like we had enough chances to get a point.
Yeah, the performance was much better, but 11 games now.
Wilson could have done better as well in some moments.
So what's that? 2 points from a possible 33? That's not good enough for any manager in any league.
Well, 2 of them are cup games, but yeah. I thought Fabian Schär, without a shadow of a doubt, was the best player of the night.
Yeah.
Man possessed tonight. Brilliant.
For a change, actually. No, it's always Darlow who will be the man of the match, but finally it's someone else.
Miggy got his goal.
Yeah, I'm happy for that. Let's hope this is something better for Miggy. Like, maybe he can find some confidence in this.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, boys, love you, but all Leeds are with. Oh, mate, you're the better side.
Don't apologise, man.
Yeah, don't apologise. We all
what are you talking
thought
about?
we had opportunities to get a point, but overall, you're the better side. Mate, hopefully it pushes some positivity towards the greater cause of Bruce out. But yeah, mate, enjoy the win.
Call your camera's going down again.
Wilson got the assist. Oh, Murphy not switched on, man. For that goal.
What you make of it, Lee? So question for you, like, is it we played better and positive because Lee weren't that good, or is it just a better performance just from us?
I think it's a mixture of both. Leeds will always give you chances. It is better from Newcastle, but we're playing against an Everton side next who are a better side than Leeds. Let's not kid ourselves, they are. So that's nearly 1 on Saturday. But the fact is, yes, it's a better performance. But that's one out of 11. And it's no wins out of 11
Pressure
now.
actually from Jamiroquai. I can see where the will will come from.
Oh, Jamiroquai.
I think if the win would have come, it would be today actually.
Well, we are more because we had more chances tonight. We didn't put them away.
Nick, you're a legend, mate. Harry Potter comment as well. But yeah, I appreciate the donation.
Thanks, Nick.
Legend. Yeah.
What's this like?
We've got Mr. Mulliner coming up, haven't we? In 2 minutes. So Sam's going to be live. Loads of videos for you tonight. Sam's live at 8. Paula's back at 8:15 with Liam with the fan reactions. If you want to have your say, get on the show. And then I think it's 9:30, I think. Scoring the players. And then 10:15, you'll have me with the last word.
Yeah.
Am I doing the scoring the players actually? With Liam and Sam, right?
Got no idea, mate.
I have to check it out.
Anyway,
I'll check it out.
Packed lineup. Sam will be up very shortly, as Lee's just said. Just to answer the last question, who do you think were the better side? Leeds were the better side for me. We had some opportunities that we could have taken. It's positive from Newcastle, but not enough, unfortunately. Another donation. Thank you very much, mate. Really, really appreciate that. Yeah, stay tuned. Thanks to Lee and Brandon, as always. Well, look, Sam with the instant reaction, and then as Lee said, I'm just waffling now. But yeah, we'll see you in the videos. Take care, and we'll hopefully get a result next week. I don't know whether that's going to happen, but yeah. Get all your comments in the rest of the shows. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. See you later.